What's going on? It's your dog Artman the Great. We're back with another boxing conversation this morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Like TD Jake say, um, shit, man. There's a lot of shit going on in the boxing world, and I'm here to talk about it. So let me go ahead and drop this link, let everybody know I'm on here live. Man, man, boxing world kind of in shambles right now. Like niggas is like, whew, niggas got their own little agendas. Niggas got their own narratives. Boxers beefing with boxers. Um, hold on, hold on. Yeah, boxers beefing with boxers. All types of shit going on, but we gonna cook. We gonna cook. I got a little time this morning. Got a little time. I'm over here just, you know, smoking that legal Minnesota marijuana, you know, in the safety of my own home. I'm in my driveway. So I can do stuff like that. But anyways, um, shit. So I'm just scrolling down my timeline and I'm seeing Gervontaa going back and forth with niggas, going back and forth with Floyd Mayweather, going back and forth with Lil Carmel. And I'm just like, man, what's up with the dude? Why is he trying to just promote his fight with Frank? Or is this real beef? Because a lot of folks are saying, oh man, this could be fake beef because he normally goes at it with Floyd right around the time he has a fight scheduled. But the shit he's saying don't seem like no trolling shit. He said that man stuck in Dubai with the sheiks. He said he owing them people some money, so they ain't letting them go. I hope that's not true. That's some crazy shit. Because Dubai, they got some other shit going on over there. I hope it's not true. But anyways, look, shit's real, man. Um, Gervonta Davis, I like the dude, man. I want to see him do good in life. I want to see him versus Frank. I want everything to go swell. I don't want no injuries, nothing like that. I want to see that fight. And I'm a Frank Martin fan, and I'm also a Gervonta Davis fan. Of course, I was a Gervonta Davis fan longer than Frank Martin fan because he's been boxing longer and he's been on the scene longer. But I still like Frank because he's a Midwest dude just like me. You know, he's solid. And, he's not one of these dudes out here faking the funk or trying to be something that he's not. And I can respect that. He got some skills. He fight hard. He ain't no hoe. It's gonna be a great fight. And I was talking about the potential press conference, man, and what's gonna be like, man. I feel like Gervonta Davis is gonna try to play that tough shit with Frank for a little bit. I don't think it's gonna last too long, and the reason why is because I feel like Tank he kind of like check folks' temperature to see where they at, to see if they a hoe or not, or see how far he can get at them. Like when he was with the motherfucker dude heck right here during the press conference or whatever, you get the saying posturing up, trying to see how dude was gonna react, testing his energy out. And even with Ryan and Rolly, you testing them niggas' energy and or checking them niggas' temperature. I feel like when it comes to Frank, he gonna try to pull that nigga, I'm the big dog shit. And Frank gonna have to remind him nigga, like he said, if you think you motherfucking Debo, nigga, I'm Craig, nigga. Fuck you talking about. And I respect that. I respect that for real because with boxing, man, you can't be no fucking punk, man. I don't like when niggas be defeated before they even go into the fucking match. And I feel like some of these niggas be losing just off that. A lot of these niggas going to the fight with Tank scared, thankful for the opportunity and all that shit. Even with Canelo, they be thankful and respectful and opportunity and all that shit. Yeah. My dude Joshua said, think about it. Frank Lilly busted his ass for no reason. Nah, that nigga is working hard, bro. He working hard. And niggas talk about that body shop, man. That nigga, he doing the motherfucking ab workouts like a motherfucker. He probably in the gym right now as we speak. But you know what they say, you can't work out your chin. You can do a lot of workouts, man, but you can't work out that chin because it don't matter how much muscles you got or how physically fit you're in, nigga. If you get tapped, nigga, in that right sweet spot, nigga, all that shit is done. That shit is done. But my thing, look, this is how I see that fight going out. Realistically, as like a pure boxing fan who's been watching both of these guys for quite some time. This is why I feel like the fight's gonna play out. The fight's gonna be competitive for like the first three, 4 rounds, and I feel like Frank is gonna get a little steam in like the fourth round. Probably catch Gervonta with some shit, and niggas in the crowd gonna be like, "Oh, standing up." And right when Frank got a little motion, thinking he gonna do something, Gervonta hit him with a sniper like fucking shot that sends that nigga on the canvas, and he ain't gonna recover from that. That's how I see it realistically going. But if the boxing gods is on motherfucking Frank's side that night, I feel like it's gonna play out where Frank is gonna give him a tough fight, a Sean Porter type of fight, all in your chest with it. No respect, you know what I'm saying? No respect for the A side. Go in there and try to take a nigga head off because that's all you know. And it's gonna be competitive, and I still feel Gervonta is gonna win. The only way I see Frank Martin actually winning this fight, and I'm gonna keep 1,000. The only way I see him winning this fight is by like catching Tank with like an early shot and Tank just doesn't recover because don't get it twisted. Tank can get his shit cracked too. He got a good chin, but he can get touched too. I done seen Tank take some punches from guys, but none of them guys was real punchers like that. And he did take a punch from Ryan Garcia, which knocked his head back. But I ain't gonna use no excuse. But it looked like Ryan Garcia wasn't at his full potential when he fought. When he fought Tank because he didn't rehydrate to the way he wanted to. Um, Said Tank been looking worse in recent fights. Nah, I wouldn't say he looked worse. Okay, I get where you could think that he looks worse, but nah, I think that it's more of like he's more he picks his shots more wisely now. He don't just go out there and try to blow you out in the first round type shit. He kind of I feel like he feels guys out and he works them. To be honest, one of Tank's best performances to me was his performance against Hector Garcia. Hell yeah. One of his best performances was his performance against Hector Garcia. And I seen that shit. I was watching the training clips for that fight. The fucking medicine ball workouts he was doing, sideways, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get that leverage, that explosiveness for the fucking hook in the inside. And that's how he was doing Hector. He was catching him with leaning in, catch him like that over the top. Same workouts he was doing in the gym. He put that in the fight. And he fucking exploded on dude, knocked his stupid ass out. Wait, what that nigga said? He said, he said that nigga take hit me so hard I can't see. That nigga got both eyes open. He talk about he can't see. How the fuck you can't see a nigga hit you that hard? So that lets you know Tank got some serious power where he making niggas legally blind in the middle of the fight. But you said Frank started boxing at 17. I see him being competitive for a couple rounds though. Frank got that wide stance. I see Tank leaping with a gazelle hook. That could happen. That can happen. But one thing about Frank Martin that people sleeping on is his motherfucking inside game. He's willing to go in the inside with you and trade, and he got a little speed and he got pop. So any nigga thinking that Frank is some type of hoe, you mistaken, man. Definitely mistaken. Said nah, he was getting pieced up by buddy. By who? He was getting pieced up by Hector. He did catch a couple shots in that Hector fight, but this is boxing. You gonna get caught with a couple shots. You gonna get caught. I ain't never seen a boxer go into a match unless they fighting some type of bum or something. I ain't never seen them go into a match where they ain't get hit at all. Because Hector ain't anywhere elite anyways. On paper, on paper, you would say that Hector is a better fighter than Frank Martin. On paper, just based off his accomplishments. But what's going on, brother? Bloods boxing.
Yes. What's the
We talked. We
word?
talked about. We talked about Gervonta Davis I'm just chopping it up about his most recent fights and how this Frank Martin fight, it's gonna be a good fight.
It is. I mean, like any top black athletes going against each other in their prime, I think it's gonna be good for the beginning. Fast twitches, good athleticism, but the experience gonna play out. You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing I hate Frank ain't got is the experience. Because if he had more experience, this would just be a better fight, period. But I
If he
think
had like two
experience.
more fights,
No, I'm just talking about an experienced amateur background. Just you know what I'm saying? Tank just it's just a
he
little
was
nigga.
born for this shit.
Yeah, this is a little nigga been doing it, and that should be playing out unless it's just a power thing. You know what I mean? Hence the Haney and Ryan, but we'll get to that. But I just think the experience will play a part after a while. You feel me? Just like I say about fifth round, because I like Frank though. Frank, and like you say, I just caught on the end of what you said. His inside game is underrated for real. Like, he did good work.
Underrated. He got
Yeah.
short. He got short arms, but he knows how to find his target in the inside with them short arms.
Yeah, I mean, when you short like that, I'm a shorter guy. You got to. You feel me? You better, figure out how to get in there. If not, they gonna pick your ass apart. But what's good for him is that Tank is a smaller dude too, so he ain't
Dude,
gotta take as many risks. You know what I mean? But
this is a. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I feel like this is an easier fight for Frank than it was against Shakur Stevenson, and I'm not saying that because I view Shakur Stevenson as a better fighter than Gervonta. I just feel like styles make fights. Shakur Stevenson, the type of dude that'll just box you on the outside and get on this bike and win a points on you, win points. With Tank, I feel like Tank gonna try to take it to him, which is gonna leave more room for him to get caught by Frank.
and even though Tank is not a high volume puncher, and neither is Shakur, but he'll risk it to explode and get in there like at some point. Like
Tank gonna be high volume in this fight. I think that's why he working so hard right now. He has to because Frank gonna be high value.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see motherfuckers try that shit before and get slept. Like Ryan was high value coming in there until he got his ass put down in a second. Like, so you come in there with the over aggressive style if you want to. But even though I think Frank is more patient than a Ryan, Ryan is reckless. You know what I mean? That's what helped him in the fight against Haney, his recklessness. You know what I mean? The
A
willingness.
lot of shit helped him in that fight. We gonna get into it. We
I
gonna
know, but I'm just comparing the two as far as the caution and the throwing caution in the wind and who willing to do that. But I
I
think
feel like it's different at that weight class for Ryan Garcia and Frank because I feel like Frank is already a naturally small dude. So him training right now, he already looked like he on the motherfucking weight. He looked
And
like
as
he
much
on
as much as y'all
140.
think, Tank blow up like that, Tank don't seem to get that big. You know what I mean? So
Not anymore. It's been a couple years.
I
It's
mean,
been years.
he 5'5". Like, you know what I mean? That's a short dude. Like, that's why when people be trying to, he could come to 150. I'm just like, man, look, dude, it's a little guy, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But back to what you were saying, they both look in shape. They both look natural at the weight class. And I think it's gonna be a great fight for as long as it lasts. But I do think Tank end up sniping him. You know what I mean? You know, straight left down the pipe. Yo, don't know where Art went. I guess I'm holding it down. Nah, he was getting pieced up by Buddy.
My bad. I had got a call. What did you say just now recently?
I was just saying they both fight at their natural weight class. I like that. And that's what I be talking about. Even all fighters, from Spencer Benavidez, all them niggas, that weight bullying shit, that shit be coming into play on, on,
Man,
on, on big
let's just
stages.
jump right into it, man. Respect to Ryan Garcia for winning that fight. But man, Haney, he fell asleep. He fell asleep underestimating Ryan, man. He did.
I, I think he never underestimated him. I think he was focused. I just think like everybody, they didn't know what to expect. I knew what to expect. We talked about this several times. I told you, I said Ryan
Look,
is reckless, bro, and he's gonna go on the attack. Like, and if you don't have nothing to keep him off your ass, he's gonna keep, but this time he didn't come full blaze. He kind of lulled him to sleep at moments, like to where it wasn't nothing happening and then he'd just jump in and throw a wild ass hook, like damn. And people think Ryan was just left hook crazy. He threw a lot of other punches to set
he
that
threw
shit up.
what was fucking Haney up that left hook, but when Haney got in his high guard, Ryan was punching him all in the side of his head with that right hand and chopping
Yeah.
punches. And that shit, I don't care what nobody said. That shit'll fuck you up. Niggas be
Yeah,
thinking if that shit's not hitting clean on your face, it's not gonna fuck you up. No, if a
no,
nigga,
some getting
if a
in there,
nigga's
and
taking,
then niggas be getting
yeah,
around that guard too. Like you get around that guard,
that
touch
guard,
behind that
yeah.
ear, whatever. You know what I mean? And I just
If
think
that nigga hit you all right here, right there, I don't care. That nigga, that shit's gonna fuck you up, and better be doing that shit
a lot, a lot.
a lot.
But sometimes with a motherfucker be ducking and trying to. But hey, as much as they shit on that shitty ass shoulder roll Ryan had, it kept him out of arm's
It,
way a
it was
lot.
it was effective. It was effective, and niggas is mad at Harvey Doc. Talk about Harvey Doc trying to save Haney. Harvey Doc should have gave motherfucker Ryan a point for completely turning his back on the opponent. But
I mean, he gave
that's
Ryan a point. He did everything to try
no,
to help
he
Haney
gave
win.
Ryan. No, he gave Ryan a point justifiably because this nigga Ryan literally punched Dev with like a fucking right hook, right when fucking Harvey says stop.
Yeah,
Nigga
that was that was
Harvey
that
trying to
that
break
was
it
just
up,
ignorant. Yeah,
and
that
I
was
and I
ignorant.
was there. And but here's the thing. I like Ryan's game plan because he didn't go in there as a boxer. He went in there as a fucking fighter. He went in
Yes.
there trying to fight. So even if I don't care if I get a point taken away, nigga, if I catch your ass while I just knocked you down, nigga, if I hit you after what's his name called it, nigga, it's still hurting you. It's not like that's gonna go back. Your health gonna go back. No, nigga, that's still hurting you. So you could still be fucked up.
Facts.
I'm trying to make sure your leg's not gonna come back.
And I said this, and I'm talking about because I wish I could just replay our lives. We just be going so hard. I said this. I said because he could catch him early and just disrupt the whole day, and he did. Because I was
And
sitting there.
I do remember you saying that. And I do also remember saying one thing I fear for Haiti the most is him getting caught with a fucking left hook early.
And once again, he was lulling them because it was so much of inactivity happening at times to where. And then Haney didn't stay on his game. He started trying to become more aggressive when he could have popped, he could have jabbed him to death and stayed at distance. But I think Haney was literally confused. For one, you didn't know what to expect out of him. Then he coming in with this different attack. You thought he would bum rush you and he didn't. So it's kind of like, let me see how I'm
I
gonna go
think
about
Haiti
this.
brain was still rattled from them hooks, man.
Yeah, man,
Because
that shit.
that shit was fast and it caught him right on the chin. Flush.
And see,
Flush.
and like I told you before, bro, like my Floyd voice, as I said before. No, I told you for real, bro. When I saw the Linares fight, I saw a lot of left hooks. I saw a lot of left hands. Jojo Diaz hit him with. I saw how Loma hurt him. In my head, I said, when you finally run across a hitter, a nigga who can hit, you have to be able to respond with hitting because that's not going. You getting this all, and this is no knock on him. I know y'all think I be knocking him, but
Nah,
there's no knock on
nigga,
Cambosis.
say what you want to say.
No, I'm just, I mean, you go back and forth, but I'm just trying to say, like, I saw this a long time ago. And I also saw in Ryan, ain't no bitch in him. Like when Luke Campbell dropped him and you could come back from there and stop him with a body shot, you got some dog in you. You know what I'm saying? Even when Tank put you down, you came back on the attack, even though you were a little more cautious, but it never stopped him from coming forward. All he know is go. You know what I mean? So you got to put a nigga like that down because he gonna
See,
keep coming.
with Haiti, he fucked up with multiple things. One thing he did is assume that Ryan was going to try to cut weight. That's why he said, "Oh, you're not gonna make the weight. For each pound, how much? We can bet. We can bet this, nigga." Ryan didn't even try. He faked you out with that. That trolling work right
But
there.
but
No,
to
hold on.
to
Let me
go
cook.
ahead,
Let me
my
cook.
bad.
Let me
Keep
cook.
cooking.
Let me cook. I'm not saying that he cheated or anything like that, but I feel like Devin Haney thought Ryan was going to go in there, and since he couldn't make 140, he was going to attempt to try to make 140, which we all know once you try to attempt to make weight the second time, it affects you in the fight.
Mhm.
So Dev, he tried to be the true professional, go in there, cut and make the weight,
Mm.
while nigga, everybody know them last couple pounds, or everybody should know the last couple pounds is the pounds that count the most when you're cutting weight. Ryan said, "Fuck that! I'm gonna eat that because I'm gonna be able to come back higher, and I'm gonna be in this match willing to knock your fucking head off while you depleting yourself for no reason. The reason is to keep the belt, but you know what I mean."
No, I feel you, but here's my counter.
Ryan
Here's
went
my
in there.
counter to that. Why
He
didn't we
went in there
do the
to
same?
win the fight.
Why didn't we do a Saturday weigh-in though? Because y'all motherfuckers come in heavy. and you didn't want to show that too. Like that's why I said this in the live.
But
I don't want to hear
you
no weight
can't say
complaints
you
about
can't.
this type of shit.
I know folks dislike Haiti, but you can't say Ryan Garcia was the smaller man that night or Haiti was the bigger
I can say
man
Haney was the bigger guy against Loman and Regis. So when the chickens come home to roost, and why didn't you do the
that night. No, but
Saturday weigh-in?
here's the thing. This is like it goes back to what I say because niggas trying to say, oh well, he overweight. He still makes the weight. When you fucking hold off on those last couple pounds, nigga, that's still an advantage weight wise, nigga. It definitely is. It's not comparable to a nigga that's killing himself to make the weight and then rehydrate. No, the nigga came in comfortably and he rehydrated even more comfortably. That's what happened. And I'm not saying that to say an excuse because if Haney wanted to, he had every right to pull out the fight. But he didn't.
And schedule a next day weigh-in,
And
which he
schedule
didn't
and
because
reschedule the fight. But niggas
but
like they want to keep it real. They want to keep
nah,
it
they
respectful.
do no, they get that shit
And they
off
want to
too.
get that money. They want
No,
to get that money.
they get that weight advantage off too, and they didn't think it would affect them that much. See, that was like I say, you didn't do no same day weight that Saturday because y'all know y'all be blowing back up. So this just the case where chickens come home to roost. So that go back to why we've been saying niggas need to fight at their real weight classes. So we can
But
avoid
can
this.
can you agree? Can you agree that not cutting to make the exact weight class is
Three
more
pounds though.
nigga? Those are the most important pounds coming
I'm
down on
I'm
fight
just
week,
saying though, did you think that 3 pounds
bro.
had that much of a
Yes,
difference in that
but
fight?
we didn't heard multiple professional athletes say, nigga, yeah, it's always the fight week cut as the hardest. That nigga had no fight week cut. He was just chilling, like the nigga going to the fucking gym to
And I
spar
feel
against
that.
a
I feel
motherfucker.
that. I feel that.
Yeah, so like, let's be real, and I respect it because he went in that shit on some fuck the belt shit. I'm about to double up this money when I win, and I'm about to become a bigger star. Fans not even gonna give a fuck about a belt.
Now, as a fan, I heard boxers say that rehydrating like that is not a bad thing. But I've heard other boxers say that's terrible and you shouldn't be able to do it. You should fight in your weight class. Like, so as a fan, I'm just torn on that because I don't box. So I can't really touch on that. But what I can touch on, like your man just said in the comment, Devin allowed Ryan to have 3 extra pounds because he thought it was sweet. He thought he could just get it off. And Ryan just ain't sweet. You feel me? Ryan just ain't sweet, bro.
Can you hear me?
No, I didn't hear you. I didn't hear what you said in response.
No, you can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's true.
That's
That's
why I
that's
say
true.
I just think he felt like it was easy money and he was gonna
And
win
I don't
anyway.
know if you caught the stream or caught the little clip that I played on Twitter
Which one?
when I was talking about the fighter mentality that they need to have coming into these big money fights like this. What they need to realize is, I'm gonna reiterate, what they need to realize is never underestimate what your opponent is capable of doing. You may be going into the fight thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna follow the rules, I'm gonna make the weight, I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna be a fair, clean fight. No, nigga, stop thinking like that, boxers. Go to the fight thinking, nigga, what advantage could I have because this nigga may be doing something. He may be on this and he may be doing that. I feel like a lot of boxers don't think like that. A
I
lot of boxers
mean,
go
Regis
to the
brought up
fight.
the IVs with Haney. Like, we don't know what all these guys doing. You know what I mean? That go for all of them.
IVs, I've seen Ryan was on the motherfucking IV on the fucking build up to the fight on one of the zone little you
But
know how
I
they
think
got
it's
the all access.
I think it's an illegal thing with the using the IV to rehydrate or something like that. I don't think it's the
Obviously
big.
it's legal because they letting them niggas do that shit.
Nah,
They
nah,
ain't cutting,
nah.
they're not stopping it.
Yeah, I guess you're probably right. But I'm just saying, I just think all that chickens came home to roost with the weight bullying. I feel like that
It's just
about some
that
of my favorite.
niggas don't care about the weight because it's Haiti who got beat up and they
No,
know.
I feel
No,
like that
no,
all
no.
about all
Let
my
me
favorite
finish.
fighters.
They don't care because it's Haiti who got beat up. And Haney's somebody that's usually come around heavy. But my argument is y'all can't get mad at Dever coming in heavy when he still makes the weight. This guy Ryan intentionally didn't make the weight because he knew not cutting is not going to drain himself like his opponent Dev is doing. Dev is draining himself by making the weight and then rehydrating to that fucking crazy weight that he wants to come in. Ryan said, fuck that. He came in comfortably and rehydrated to a comfortable weight that fits him. And that's, to me, as a boxing fan, I understand. Tough luck, nigga. Haney, you should have been paying attention. You should have realized that, hold on, nigga, fuck that little money that you're about to get. Because this nigga's coming with a plan to motherfucking eat my punches and knock me the fuck out if he have to.
The belt more important than this win.
Haney said this belt is important. Ryan basically said, nigga, this win is important.
Shit, and I kind of got to ride with Ryan on that one, especially in his situation. In his situation, because he one lost away from being irrelevant. Because had he lost to Haney, motherfucker wouldn't be checking for Ryan, bro. Like for no, you know what I mean? So he needed this fight, and I think Haney should have took that in consideration. This was Ryan's second chance at being something like bigger than life. He wasn't gonna let this chance just, he wasn't gonna kill himself to miss this chance. He wasn't gonna not go all out for his. But like I say, it just comes back to what I was saying. Even my favorite fighters like Spence and Benavidez, these niggas be weight bullying, bro. And when that shit catch up to them, I don't be mad because you should have been moved up and you probably waiting.
The only difference that we gotta take into consideration is the motherfucker didn't make weight intentionally. You understand? So
yeah, I feel that.
These other guys, at least they made the motherfucking weight to keep their belts and shit like that if they had. Now, Benavidez, he lost his belt on the scale, but I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, so you say it's more honor in that?
I'm just saying, is it more honor in that? I would say so, yeah, because you're still keeping your belt. You're fighting for your belt. But meanwhile, your opponent's just fighting to fucking knock your ass out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know at this point.
It's honorable, but me personally, I understand it.
And to echo, you said this fight was for money. This fight wasn't for a legacy. Like niggas talk there, like that's why Bill Haney be having to put his foot in his mouth sometimes because they talk a lot of shit, but they, like you made it sound like y'all was on a legacy movement. So you go fight Ryan for a bag. I'm not mad at that. So treat it like that though. Fuck all that honor shit now. You knew you was going to a reckless nutcase to go get a bag. You better treat him with that respect and respect your enemy and put his ass in the dirt, you know what I mean? Because y'all, that honor you talking about, you can't say that honor, legacy, and I'm going for a payday in the same sentence. You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like he should have done more. I feel like when that weight came an issue, you either cancel the fight or you either I don't know. I can't say cancel because people would be mad. And I know the position fighters be put in, they could be injured, but they just don't want to let the promoters down, the event down, you know what I mean? But
because what would the fans say really if Devin?
Yeah, exactly.
If he said, "Oh man, that 3 pounds, man, that's too much, man. We're gonna have to reschedule this last minute," or "I don't want to fight you. I'm just gonna have to fight Honor Barboza because you on some bullshit." Then what? Niggas have been calling all types of pussies, hoes, all that shit.
I just knew it was happening to him, man. We could talk about taking it if you want. I just knew it was happening to him.
Hold on. He said you guys never had this energy when Salido blew the weight by 3 pounds against Loma. Haney just isn't elite. He works hard, but his average. So Loma isn't elite then because how you just gonna come in the chat saying that we didn't pay attention to what Salido did and then
y'all don't bring that up when y'all talk about Loma though. He is correct
because if he lost to a guy that just blew up like that, but Loma is. What are you talking about, dude?
As a Loma fan, y'all don't bring that up. Y'all don't ever bring up Salido's weight advantage. Y'all use that as y'all talking point that he lost to Salido. But we ain't gonna talk about how Salido put out every dirty trick in the book and came in 15, 18 pounds overweight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, I feel him on that part, but that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about.
But to say, I disagree with the motherfucking not elite part. I still feel like Dev's elite, but niggas be having bad game plans sometimes. Sometimes niggas underestimate their opponent.
I think he's a good fighter, but elite, like the Loma fight was so debatable. It wasn't like you won that fight.
It was so debatable. I watched it.
It was 50% of the boxing world feel like that. All day, nigga. I mean, Shakur feel that way. I feel that way. I mean, y'all think y'all know, but everybody else thinks they know too.
What fight have you ever watched where the commentator of the fight goes back and says, I had to watch that fight without my own commentary because I saw it one way one day, and when I rewatched it,
that's fine. That's one person's opinion.
That's crazy.
It's
The
like your opinion
commentator,
versus
the
mine. I mean,
commentator.
we got eyes too. Most of them motherfuckers pick Haney to win. All the experts, quote unquote. So I don't care about this shit. We got eyes too, and we could
Exactly.
judge from
But
our own.
still a good fight, nonetheless.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't think he elite. And I knew he would crash and burn at some point. And I feel like
And
they've been
Dev,
strategically putting him
hold on,
with
hold on, because we're not finna shit on Dev when your man Gervonta Davis, they using fucking Loma name as a fucking threat.
who uses that? Floyd?
Floyd, you don't
Who
remember
gives a
Floyd
fuck
said,
what
"Hey
Floyd
man,
says?
let's put him in there with
Who
Lomachenko."
cares
Niggas
what
was like,
Floyd says though?
niggas was on some let's just work our way to the top, bro. You got to keep it a buck, my nigga. And I'm not saying to say that Tank wouldn't win the fight because Tank got that knockout power. He'll fuck around and stop Loma, but you cannot act like there was not a time period where niggas was using that Tank's too young, Loma's a vet type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I
Let him
mean, he
go
was
fight.
young. This was like 5 years ago we was talking about this. He was young.
And when did Haiti fight him? When he was young. So you
I
got
mean,
to
that's
kill that.
cool,
Oh,
but I don't feel like
this.
he won that fight though.
Nah.
So
I ain't
regardless of
hearing
how
that.
young he was, he lost the fight.
I ain't hearing that.
Man, he got his ass dropped
But
by a YouTuber and lost against Loma. Like he's not elite.
it is what it is. He didn't lose against Loma. He won. He
Mm.
lost against Ryan Garcia. He got to take
When
that.
Roy Jones say you lost,
And here's the
you
thing.
lost, nigga.
Here's the thing. They want niggas to be hurt and sad, like, oh my God, I can't believe a nigga lost. Like, bro, the dude lost. This is boxing. Sugar Ray Leonard got fucking losses. Muhammad Ali got losses, nigga. Shit happens. But hold on. But like I always say, the favorites can't lose, nigga. Canelo got a fight coming up. Tank got a fight coming up. Wilder got a fight coming up. Motherfucking Usyk got a
I
fight coming
love it.
up.
It's
You know
going
what I'm
down.
saying?
Boxing
So
is lit right now. Fuck what
I'm
you
trying
talking
to, and I'm
about.
trying to tell you, if this is the mentality y'all niggas gonna have, where niggas ain't elite because they
No,
fucking
you
lost.
ride too hard for
Like
Haney
what?
like he elite though, but he not elite.
That's not. Nah. Let's keep it 1,000,
He's not elite, bro.
bro.
That's not 1,000.
I ride with my guy Haney. I understand niggas have bad nights, niggas lose, shit happens. But to say, oh, you acting like this nigga went out there and got sparked in the first round.
You got sparked
A
against
nigga,
Ryan Garcia.
a nigga can fucking say motherfucking Spence ain't nothing because
Against Crawford, against the #1 pound for pound best fighter in the world.
that's Crawford. But look how he lost. It's not like this nigga won
Against the
fucking
#1
round.
pound for pound fighter in the
Exactly.
world.
Exactly.
Not against Ryan
A
Garcia,
good
bro.
fighter. A good
All
fighter.
that shit y'all talk
Hold
about
on, hold on.
discipline.
Look, I take my hat off to Terrence Crawford. I give him all the props in the world for that fucking fight. But let's be real. It's not like Errol Spence went in there and fucking won like 10, I mean, not 10 rounds, like 6 rounds, 5 rounds, like it was a competitive fucking fight. He washed them. And niggas can say, oh man, it's over. And I've actually seen that where niggas try to clown Spence and make it seem like, oh, this nigga ain't elite because he fucking lost. Y'all gotta move off of that shit because niggas are going into these fights. If they lose these fights, what are you gonna say then? If Gervonta loses to Frank, what you gonna say? Oh, would you want me to be like, oh, Tank, he ain't elite because he lost to a guy y'all was calling the 30-year-old prospect? Nah, I'm gonna say he lost because he
There
lost
will be people who
to
say
another
that
good
though.
fighter.
There will be people who say that.
But I'm speaking for Artman at artmanapparel.com.
Well, you know, you bring up everybody's opinion, so you
best boxing merch in boxing, artmanapparel.com. Get some of that fly shit.
Yeah.
Okay, but what you think about your man Gervonta saying that he gonna knock out Floyd?
Cap promotion
Are
for
you
the
one of
joint.
these? Hold on, Blunts? Are you one of these guys that's out here saying that Gervonta would stop Floyd Mayweather because
You
they
know
saying
damn
that?
well. You
I
know
don't see.
damn well that ain't me.
I don't see you barking at them niggas saying that shit.
Cause I don't believe that shit. I don't wouldn't say no dumb shit
Talking
like that.
about
He ain't
that
finna
niggas
knock out
trying
Floyd.
hard. Niggas talking about Floyd. Gervonta Davis, the same nigga, who's getting pieced up by Gamboa. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. He won that fight.
Pieced up. The
But he
man
got
who he
pieced up.
finished.
He got
Haney
pieced
didn't
up.
even drop him.
He's,
Haney couldn't even drop Gamboa.
that knockout be giving niggas amnesia. Knockouts be
Haney couldn't even knock out Gamboa. Everybody didn't drop Gamboa.
Haney didn't take as much damage in that Gamboa fight than Tank did. Am I lying?
Did he finish him or not?
Did he outclass him?
Did he finish him or
Did
not?
he outclass him?
I don't care
That's what I'm
about that.
saying.
Did he finish?
Hold on. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. The motherfucking knockouts be giving niggas amnesia. Yes, I understand. Haney, he didn't stop Gamboa, but he won
Or
that.
drop him
He won that fight arguably 10-0, nigga. I mean 12-0. Meanwhile,
against Gamboa.
meanwhile, against Gamboa, this nigga Gervontaa eating a fucking 3-piece. Niggas talking about he got a
Crawford,
chin.
he almost dropped
Salute,
Crawford.
no, salute his chin. But this nigga getting pieced up.
But Gamboa
by that
almost dropped
nigga.
Crawford, though. He's a fast, flashy fighter. He got fast hands.
Nigga couldn't even land a punch on Haney with 2 legs.
Did he almost drop
This
Crawford and
nigga,
all?
bro, hold on. And this, hold on. And
Niggas avoid my questions, but go ahead.
look, I'm not. I swear I'm not trying to shit on Gervontaa because that was an excellent knockout. Excellent knockout. But we gotta state the facts. The motherfucker, he tore his motherfucking Achilles or some shit like that in the fight, and he still landed a 3-piece combo on this nigga, man. Meanwhile, Devin Haney unscathed against that nigga. But then you can still use that same type of pyramid, shit on the Ryan Garcia fight. But I'm just saying, niggas can be touched.
Hey, you go like you said. This is boxing. You gonna get touched,
Boxing.
and you 5'4", 5'5". You gonna get touched, my nigga, and you got to get touched to get in there.
And that's what I'm saying.
But when I get in there,
so what you think about Frank Martin versus Tank, man? What happens if Frank Martin stops Tank?
Well, to address your first thing with Floyd and Tank, that would never happen. Floyd is TBE, been proven. I don't want to hear that shit. Like, good fight and all, but I'm not hearing that shit. But
on Twitter saying that nigga's gonna stop a pretty.
I saw Ray post that. I was like, "Good, you just." I hate to say dick riding, but this is what's going on here because this man.
And then your man, my young dude, Josh, he went out and said that shit too.
Nah, wow. And I know sometimes it just be for reaction and engagement, but ain't no way you can look at Floyd's history, especially when he was Pretty Boy and how he was doing niggas. Like, he ain't have the one punch power that Tank has, and I think that would play a part if Tank was to touch him, because Tank do got unearthly power for real for a small dude. But back, you know what I mean? I just don't think he'll ever be Floyd.
The Floyd versus Gotti. That Floyd, that exact version of Floyd against the motherfucking Tank that fought Hector Garcia.
I think y'all give Hector Garcia a bad rap. He was a champion. I mean, god damn, the man can't fight. Jesus Christ, yeah, like he was fighting a janitor.
And he's just completely trash. I'm just saying, if you had to pick each boxer out of their prime moments at their peak performance, who would you win? Who would win that fight? The same Floyd who fought Gotti against the Gervontaa who fought Hector.
If they that ain't even a question. That's a Twitter question, not for us insiders. You feel me? So we know better.
And you know it. But these niggas online talking about man, Tank over everybody. And I respect it because sometimes the new gen can do some shit that's better than the old gen. But
now, if you ask me Crawford versus Floyd, that's a different type of fight to me. You feel me? Like, just because the skill set and the body of work, I still feel like Tank got more work to do out here. I hate he made so much money because I ain't gonna say I hate it. I love that he made this much money, but it just takes the yearning for the legacy part out of your mind when you just on a paper chase.
And that's why I feel like this Frank Martin fight gonna be a lot tougher than that nigga expect. And I understand people saying, "Oh yeah, well Tank is experienced." This is true. I'm picking Tank to win based off experience. Off experience. But
what's your predicting a decision or a knockout?
If he beats Frank Martin, it's gonna be by knockout. Late. If Frank Martin beats motherfucking Tank, it'll be some freakish, crazy 4th round, 5th round type shit. Because that's how fucking highly unlikely it is. But
okay, let me side note. I'm reading your comments. I do want to ask you. I want to ask you a question. Now, for those who complain about Ryan being too big, are you mad at Tank for placing an IDF clause on him?
No.
Thank you. Me neither. I've been said that, and always been
I'm
a
not.
I ain't know about this IBF rule because it's there for a reason, bro. I feel like all these fighters need to be at their weight class. That's always my first top thing to say. But I'm glad Tank did that
Now,
because look how
it definitely makes sense, but I'm not gonna lie. Now, the people on that side do got a reason to look at Tank a little different because that picture is floating around. I'm seeing casuals posting shit, say Cheese TV and shit. They posting pictures of Ryan in the fight and Ryan in the motherfucking Tank fight, and all the comments saying, "Yeah, Tank had that nigga on the hydration clause," blah 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 blah. And it's like, damn, y'all taking away the credit from this nigga fight.
so who's the smart one and who's the dumb one? The people in the comments or the man who made the decision? You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like I hear
Yeah,
y'all, but
yeah, it's true, it's true. But then again, you gotta still gotta respect the supporters, the followers. You know what I'm saying? Still gotta
do
show.
I?
You know what I'm saying? Still gotta show some type of respect. You know what I'm saying? Like you think they
Not
made
not how
they
them
made
niggas is in my comments off that after that
deals for
Haney
these
shit.
fighters,
Fuck them
man.
niggas.
That
Straight.
nigga taking that unpopular serious.
Nah, nigga, I'm tripping off everybody else, not Haney. I know Haney just being he need to be out selling tickets instead of worrying about Twitter. But shit, that boy, I knew it, man. But I got Tank beating Frank in 8 rounds. I think it's gonna be a good like a Zav Judah Floydish fight in the first 4. I think Frank gonna do good work. I think he
You
gonna show
think
his speed.
you think Tank can take them type of punches coming his way? A lot of folks are saying, "Oh, Frank out really cracking like that." I feel like it's different, man. I really do. I feel like the reason why I feel like Frank is cracking harder than these guys at 135 or Tank's past opponents is because it's not just power. It's a combination of speed too and punch placement. So I don't know. I ain't never really seen Tank.
I personally think you're rooting
I,
against. I think you're rooting for Frank out of spite. You feel me? Or some,
how, hold on. No, how can I? How can you say that? We already had conversations like this prior to the Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia fight.
well, just on your Haney compounding, I just think you want Tank to lose. You know, because
Nah, nah,
I just think if you look
nah,
at
nigga,
both of them
nah.
fighters,
See
no
the
way you
narrative
think
niggas
Frank
trying to
beats
run
Tank.
with. You see the narratives niggas trying to run with. I've been I've been posting this fucking Frank versus Tank, and niggas been calling me, saying, our man, he hating on Tank. They been saying that shit for months. Now that Haney lost, they saying, our man hating on Tank because of Haney. That Haney Ryan Garcia fight? Nah, nigga, we not gonna do that, nigga. Because I could pull up the receipts of y'all niggas saying I was a hater back then for even saying Frank Martin had a chance against Tank. So we not gonna do that. Come on now.
Hey, I'm just telling you how I feel. I'm
Nah,
just saying, hey,
nah.
brother. I just feel like if you look at both fighters, like, and you say Tank, no, his
Because
chin,
I can
Isaac Cruz a beast, and
I
Isaac Cruz
ride
touched Tank a lot.
motherfucking Ryan Garcia out of spite for Haney.
I just say Isaac touched
Man,
Tank a lot
I,
on the
hold
chin,
on.
and I don't think
Hold
Frank
on.
got the power that
Hold on.
I.
Section 1 second. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all like and subscribe. D1 Boxing Edits. He said, Evan, you're a hater if you can't see Tank is top fighter. You're on hate to cloud your vision. He is a top tier fighter right now. He's the best 135 pounder for sure.
Better than Shakur?
Oh, that's tough.
Stop with this
That's tough.
madness.
No, the reason why it's tough because Shakur, he got a belt. He already been fighting at 135. He collect a belt. Tank hasn't collected a belt at 135. Ain't this his first title fight at 135?
I mean, this is his first defense when they upgraded him. You know,
So so
he
you
is
go
the full
hold
WBA
on,
champ
hold on,
now.
hold on. So you gonna accept? Nah, I ain't trying to accept the email champ. I ain't gonna try to call.
Jamal Charlo was one. Devin Haney was one.
Oh,
They got the belt mailed to him.
I'm not gonna call. I'm not gonna call Tank an email champ because I feel like this fight for versus Frank Martin should be the real WBA, title fight for the belt, not a title defense. I feel like that's kind of you think he's looking at it as a title defense?
I think Tank taking it serious. So whether it's a defense or not, I think he's taking it serious. I think he's taking his weight serious. He looking shape. I don't
I
think he's
think
taking
he
Frank as a joke.
a title fight, not a title defense.
It's not a title fight. I have the title. You can spin it how you want. He got the title. You feel me? Like it's a title
Nah,
defense.
he ain't taking that shit. Out his own tweets, he said he ain't taking that shit.
If you look up on ESPN.com who are the bell holders are, That nigga is the super WBA 135 champ. Fuck what he.
They so basically ESPN said, "Fuck what you talk about, Tank. You the champ, and you gonna pay these fees." He said Tank needs to fight top tiers guys after Martin. And here's the thing with Martin, bro. I'm not gonna be and niggas trying to say, "Oh, Art Man is a Tank hater." How am I a Tank hater when I'm the nigga out here giving him credit if he beats Frank Martin? These same niggas that's riding Tank all day was calling Frank Martin a fucking 30-year-old prospect. These same niggas, bro. And they talking about his last fight. Talking about, oh, he looked trash in this last fight. But your man Tank fighting him. And then you want us to give him credit, but you trashing Frank like, but y'all get mad at me for saying, damn, Frank, he is somebody. He can do something. Shit just doesn't make any sense.
You know they're gonna have something to say no matter what, but I don't think Frank is elite. I think he's a good fighter. I think that Crossroads fight that him and Rivera had was a great fight. Like at his stage, it reminded me of a J Rock and Charlo kind of like y'all didn't really have to fight each other and risk y'all zeros.
Why do you call that a Crossroads fight?
I mean, because they both the undefeateds was on the line at prospect stages in their career or contender stages. Like a lot of promoters wouldn't risk them fighting each other when they could go fight a motherfucker with 2 or 3 losses and not, jeopardize as much. Like, and I always gave credit to both of them for taking that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why Rivera ass was on drugs. You know what I mean? But point being made was it's a fight that a lot of people don't take. Yeah, ain't these niggas,
bro. I don't.
Yeah,
I gotta give. I give Frank Martin double credit. If you're able to beat a nigga that's on pads, nigga.
Yeah.
You're that nigga, bro.
Yeah, you that nigga. And I know you don't like this nigga for saying this, but I know this is your most hated fighter of all. But he said the realest shit. All these niggas on drugs, man.
Tyson Fury?
Yeah, man. That nigga ain't lying. These niggas doing something.
Even though I hate niggas like Tyson Fury, I still understand and I study this shit because I want to see where niggas is going wrong at. How did they get manipulated by a nigga like this? What does he do? And I see it. And it's like, damn, man, he's right. A lot of these niggas are doing shit.
Something. But and not to go into that deeper, that's a multi-million-dollar industry with a multi-counter-million-dollar industry involved.
Niggas gonna call me biased, but I don't think it's the Black American fighters doing it. I feel like it's the other fighters primarily.
I think I can't say everybody, but I think it's not discriminatory to no race. I think all them niggas do something. I ain't gonna say all. I think a lot of them niggas do shit to get an edge.
How many UK fighters compared to FBA fighters?
Nah, I do feel like their testing system over in UK is not as thorough as ours.
In the last 5 years, how many FBA fighters been caught on pads compared to motherfucking UK fighters or Mexico fighters or Puerto Rico fighters?
Now let me ask you this: is it easier to catch them over there?
Is it easier to catch them over there?
Niggas living in LA, niggas living in New York, Miami, Vada gotta pull up. Them niggas, UK big as Texas. So you ain't going nowhere. I just feel like I feel like that plays a part. I don't know this to be true. This is just all
It is.
They
try to do an investigation on Tyson Fury, right? And them niggas hollered at the fucking the UK,
the former,
and they told them niggas, hey man, you about to tell these people that y'all ran out of money to investigate Tyson Fury. They said they had money to do.
And it's like the lies they come with the boar testicles. Who the fuck eats boar testicles, bro? What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like whether it be tacos, tainted meat, fuck. I don't know, but I do think it's harder to catch them. I think the U.S. has a more thorough testing system. You know what I mean? But I do think a lot of them on PEDs. It ain't just, you know what I'm saying? Just the Euro fighters. I think some of our brothers are. A few brothers been caught. The Gerald Millers. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I can remember. Shane.
5 years.
Oh, in 5 years. Okay. It's been a surplus over there. But I think that's because our testing system is more thorough.
Look, and Gerald Miller's the nigga who get treated the worst. And he's the got caught. Nigga, Who else got caught? Tyson Fury, all these niggas. Oh yeah, you could say one more. You could say one more. Do you know who?
We ain't talking about Valdez, and we talking about brothers, right?
We're talking about brothers and sisters.
Oh, brothers and sisters. Hey, she posted trap. She posted trap a trap photo, and motherfuckers forget about it. You hear me, some motherfuckers.
Hey man, look.
Motherfuckers like, man, fuck that PED. She
Don't
bad.
don't don't hate the player, hate the game.
If that was Clarissa, if that was Clarissa,
Oh my God, they'll be trying to take her medals away.
everything, bro. That's what I don't be feeling. Like I just and you know, I hate, you know, you get to just throwing shit out there. Sometimes you could be joking and that shit go viral. Like the same what I did with old girl with Ramos chick, the one light skinned chick who I thought was, you know, attractive, and everybody got the cream in me. Here come Clarissa in the comments. That was just a joke that I thought was stayed, but that was a joke that I thought was stayed between me and you.
I said that looked like a chick that'll stab you at night because Pizza Hut called you at 2 a.m.
Yeah, but it's so crazy because as I'm giving her props, the comments become dissing Clarissa. And then here comes Clarissa under the comment calling me weird when I'm like, I never dissed you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's just how much hate the sister get. And of course, complexion is something I hate to get to go on there with our folks.
I say it's deserved hate. You know why it's deserved hate? Because she's the fucking absolute best, man. She's kicking ass, man. Fucking.
I mean, her mouth does warrant some kickback. But she can talk her shit because she earns it.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was a motherfucker who was undisputed in like, was she undisputed in 2 weight classes?
3
weight classes?
Mm-hmm.
It transitioned to fucking fighting motherfucking in the UFC or whatever the niggas is fighting in, and get a couple wins under that shit. Nigga, I'll be like, what can a bitch really tell me? What can a nigga tell me? I'm out here.
I mean, but it's just like, and I know everybody got their different personalities, but like a nigga like Ward had a lot of accomplishment too, but he didn't talk a lot. So when you got a mouthpiece on you,
accomplishments like that, nigga, that's 2, 3.
I mean, the last male gold medalist from the U.S. is, and I haven't been defeated since I was 12, and I fought the Super Six, and you know what I mean? Like, there's something to talk about. I retired undefeated, you know.
He should have, and that's why they mad at him now, because now he be talking his shit like, hold on, man. Like,
right, yeah, you should have talked that shit then, nigga. But I'm saying your mouth warrants some jump back. You feel me? And Clarissa ain't one to mince her words, and then you get to talk about you a whoop Thurman, and it's just kind of like Clarissa, they're gonna have something to say. But back to the point I'm making, like if this was her, the hate that they got for her would be exponentially greater.
But back to the title of the fight. They ain't talking about your man Gervontaa Davis like that when he's saying some like wild shit right now.
I don't like that shit. That's police shit to me.
I'm looking at it like, okay, maybe I'm looking at it 2 ways. Maybe it's just trolling because, you know, we just seen a nigga do a major troll act, right? And then we just seen, you know, we seen how this nigga beefs with Floyd every time he has a fight coming up.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. So, okay, that shit could be a fake ass beef. But then again, I'm like, the shit that he's saying is sounding too like, nigga.
Yeah, I feel that too. It's a little, it's more there than just a promotional tactic.
Right. And now you talking about the Carmel Morton talking about something. You ain't fighting on my card either, nigga. Like,
I don't like this. I don't like this from Tank.
I don't like that. And then we got grown niggas our age talking about some, yeah, man, that you doing your thing, Tank. Tank don't like nobody. Ha ha ha. I'm like, bro, y'all, there's a point where y'all niggas got a jawline now.
and it's giving me the vibes of what Floyd posted. Like, it's giving me vibes. You feel me? Like female bitch vibes. Like, you up here kind of on police talk against Floyd. Like, it just sounds police-ish. Whenever you air dirty laundry out there like that, it's police-ish to me. You know what I'm saying?
Day room is picking it up. Because even if it's fake, that's still shit, a public perception. Motherfuckers ain't tech savvy. They could just look at that shit and be like, oh, this is what's going on, and really believe that shit for real.
And of course, that's why I hate the internet. Like, fuck, it could be some fake news. That shit gonna get, you know what I mean, go on there. But I like Ryan's so trippish though. Ryan did an interview where he exposed, no, he ain't exposed it, but he brought up the fact that Gervontaa fucked Floyd's daughter. And then like tweets like 3 hours later. He's like, Floyd, my homie. I'm like, you gonna get a call about this, bro. Awesome. You can't just y'all niggas acting like hoes for real. But shit be going on, so we can't act like shit don't hit the surface. But I
Believe
don't like this energy from Tank though. It's real feminine. Like my feelings hurt.
Do you believe that shit they be saying about Floyd? That Floyd really like a dude that's like he really care about himself only, like fuck everybody else.
No, it's not that extreme. I do think he's self-absorbed and self-centered, but I know people in his circle, and I know people who say he take care of people to the utmost. To the utmost. If you are around him, but of course you might have to be kissing his ass. You might can't say nothing when he talking. It might be a lot of rules that come with this shit. But from what I've heard from people on the inside, that he take care of folks, bro. Like he really take care of folks, and that's why when Haney went there on him, like I ain't heard no real street nigga. Yeah, fuck the street niggas. Ask about his family and the motherfuckers around him and his peers who are really in his circle. They don't have that to say about him because
I don't talk about that street shit or nothing that when it comes to them niggas being that type of money because
yeah,
they,
Haney threw me
they
off with that.
got the type of money down. You can get somebody whacked off like fast if you wanted to.
Hey
You
man, I don't want to comment on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if that
know,
shit. You know what I mean?
you know what I'm saying? They gotta leave that shit because if the niggas ain't talking about that shit, y'all just need to just go ahead and just kill that shit because ain't no point of talking about that.
And,
And
and that's why BH just need to take a step back for a minute and
and
chill.
that's I said that on my live yesterday. I said, man, Bill, he should never even did that shit. Like even pick up the phone for that nigga because your son just lost. They don't even care what the topic is. They just gonna pick up to just talk about how your son lost.
But if you ain't coming with no steak, you ain't coming with no steak and potatoes in your conversation. Of course, people are already ready to blow you off. But let alone if you saying something that ain't resonating, you really finna get it. You know what I'm saying? And that shit he was kicking with Floyd. When Floyd was like, "What's your beef with me?" He would never say it. He said, "Oh, show me a street nigga you looked out for." I was just like, "Nah, Haney, that ain't it." You kind of, if y'all was gonna go there on live, you should have been like, "Bitch ass nigga, back in '98, you said you was gonna sign my son, and you pulled a bitch move, and you know what you did, and I would have
And
just exposed."
I feel like Bill wanted to do that, but he's like he thought about it like, nah, that ain't gonna be the move.
Yeah, but then now that ended up not being the move. So it's like either you go there or don't go there at all.
And
But
oh my live, bro. I didn't even watch that. I swear I didn't even watch that shit.
I ain't see you posted or nothing. I'm like, yeah, he ain't fuck with that. I know when you don't fuck with something.
Yeah,
I know you.
because I said it, post about it. I said, man, I ain't finna watch two motherfucking grown ass, old ass man argue over some shit. I just think it probably emotional as hell. Son just lost, and Floyd care about the spotlight, so he go jump in and just to show his face. And it's all,
And y'all been, but let's keep it a buck. Haney been dogging Floyd, saying he was the reason his son was the reason Floyd don't want to fight no young fighters. He beat him 6-0. Like he just did, and I said this on my Twitter. I'm like, damn, I love BH. I respect him. Like once again, I know people around him, blah blah blah. That's why I don't go too hard on Devin. It's Kiki, but I know people around him that be like, come on, cuz yes, our homie. But I respect BH. But when you kind of go out there dissing Floyd and saying all that, you better back it up. And you put your son in an unfair position where he kind of like it's a pressure on him that's didn't need it. He didn't need that. He'd already been doing good, undisputed. You don't need to put
no,
that.
that thing. It comes. I feel like it just comes with the territory, bro. It definitely does. Like you got to talk your shit, even if Dev he keep it respectful, humble as possible. It don't matter. They still calling this nigga crazy. Bill is not the reason why niggas is saying Devin Haney lost because he's Muslim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, that's some
Bill's
bullshit.
fault. So
Yeah,
that's some other shit. And I've been
yeah, that's
seeing
some other
a lot
shit.
of comments like that. And you got niggas like Charleston White running with that shit, telling the world, yeah, he lost because he's Muslim. And all the
No,
Muslims,
no. Hey, as ignorant as that was some of the
fuck.
funniest shit, bro. That I can't. He said, "You Muslims is mean and hateful niggas." I was sitting there like, this dude needs to be hit with a fire squad because this dude is out of control, man.
Yeah, and look, that's not the lane he want to go for real because
No, not really, not really.
why? Because these same people, they got historic figures out the game, bro. So like, why are you gonna talk about somebody religion like that? He better not even bring he Charleston. He better not bring up motherfucking you know who the Don
Oh,
nigga.
yeah, yeah. You know
Because
what time it
dude,
is.
them niggas with them bow ties gonna show up at his next show, nigga, and it's not gonna be pretty.
And I'm pretty sure he gonna get some backlash from that if he hasn't already gotten it. You know what I mean? But hold on, I see your people in the comments said Bill literally saying, "What have you done for the people?" You don't know what he has done for people. Like, what is the people, and what do you expect him to do?
And plus, hey, you can't be talking. You can't be talking too much about that shit. When you start talking about what you did for the people, and then niggas start name dropping like I put money in this fund and I helped this, you know, that's
Yeah.
some other eyes on you. You know what I'm saying? And
And then also it's like,
yeah,
obviously you haven't done your research as a fan if you say that. That's just like niggas who say that about Jay-Z because he's not
Floyd,
a person who out there protesting, you
Floyd paid
know.
George Floyd funeral, didn't he?
You say what? Yeah.
Paid for George Floyd's funeral
Yes, he did.
out here in Minnesota.
And you know that's just one thing, but like I say, since I know people in this camp, man, I've heard so many stories of people being fucked up and Floyd come through, bail them out with a 50,000, 100,000, help people start companies. You know what I'm saying? Helping his baby mama got failed business after failed business. Of course, it's his baby mom's, but steady putting her in position to make her own bread. It's like, what people are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like,
You know what? You know, I have a theory. I have a theory that Floyd had to pay some big bucks to get his daughter out of that situation because that was a serious ass charge. I know somebody out here in Minnesota. They have somebody who had to do like 7 years, 8 years. Man, Floyd definitely has to pay the bag to make shit happen. So it makes me think like, is this Dubai situation real? Is that out there for real? Because
I just read an article that said the tourist he's there on a tourist with the tourist board or something like that, and there was no truth to that story. I don't know. I mean, that's a hell of a thing to say you got a billionaire trapped in your country. Like I don't know. That's a hell of a thing. But I can't say it's out the realm of possibility, but it's just a hell of a thing. You know what I'm saying? I got my own private fuck.
true, I feel like that's some Shakur Stevenson shit recorded. I feel like Gervonta exposing that is kind of like Shakur Stevenson recording Bill Haney. I put that in the same.
Yeah. Some old shit being out of context. Yeah,
Yo,
some
no,
old, but I see, look, I know a nigga. Look, let me tell you a story. I know a nigga who's throwing parties in Vegas, bro. Got into it with Floyd. This nigga from the crib. He from the crib. He's throwing big parties out in Vegas, bro. I straight never told nobody this. So he gets into it with Floyd over the baby mom. You know, she from the crib. A homeless person walked up to my man's on the strip and told him, "You got 24 hours to leave." And you know where the word came from. Then they got up out of there. Like, so Floyd, like with that type of money, Floyd might not be no gangster, but with a billion fuck, you know, with that type of money, you can make some shit disappear and go away. You know what I'm saying?
and I just said that. You know what I'm
Yeah, so I
saying?
was just echoing what you were saying. Like that nigga got power and money to do any fucking thing. You know what I mean? But point being
But
made, this shit with him and Tank hella gay for real. I hate it's being used as promotion because, like you say, some of it this shit seem real. And then did you see Floyd X out the Amazon Prime logo and on the little post he made with the Shakur thing? You see he crossed out the Amazon Prime shit?
that's crazy. I ain't see that.
On the post
Probably,
he
probably didn't do that. Somebody just made that graphic and sent it out.
yeah, he just posted it. Yeah, because I can't see him just literally sitting up there Xing the motherfucker out. But then again, it made motherfucker wonder though. You know what I mean?
Because what's in these new, what's in the contract? The new Amazon Prime contract is TMT Floyd name even involved in that shit?
I ain't seen the TMT. I see TGB.
Exactly. But I
All
see
right, man, I'm
Leonard.
about to
I see Leonard.
Leonard worked for Al, bro. Leonard worked for Al. Like, bro, I feel you with Floyd, but I need you to keep doing what you've been doing for Floyd for me. Just be a mouthpiece, stay in the people's eye, like an Eddie Hearn. I do like that about Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is taking the Don King thing.
Like a Sam Watson type of guy now.
Who no, because Sam Watson is literally an operations guy. I think Ellerby would be on the more the PR side of things. You know what I'm saying? As far as like I say, staying in the public eye,
And that's
talking
what
to the media.
like. Is he just a part of the staff? Like
Yeah,
officially?
that's what I think. Yeah, because I can see even how Tank play him. Like he don't go off on him no more. He just don't retweet nothing he say. He just kind of stay away from him. But you see them at the events together. They ain't really chummy, but it's like, Al said we got
He
to
probably,
work together.
man, I swear, I feel like them niggas do not like each other for real, for real. Like I feel like that's real beef between Gervonta and Leonard Ellerby. Because I still remember when Tank said that his mama or somebody heard Leonard Ella be in the crowd cheering for Rolly to knock Tank out in the
I mean,
fight.
they both on TMT. I mean, if both of my fighters fighting and I get to yelling, if one person get off and I'm yelling if the other person get off, if the family hear it, they gonna feel like you was on either side. God damn, bro. But are they from the same
So
area?
you ain't gonna be
Hmm.
with the day one signing. You gonna choose that motherfucking Rolly over the nigga that put the money in your pockets for
Hey,
real?
I'm rooting for both of you guys.
Yeah, I can see where the mama talking about some nigga who side you on type shit.
Yeah, though, because if my mama was right there, she don't give a fuck who all signed up under the label. It's all some you rooting against my son. So I don't know. I just think take a young emotional kid, and I think this industry pull you in a lot of ways. And I think run into a
Yeah,
lot of personalities,
that's
and you got to find your way. You know what I mean? Because
an emotional type of dude because he really be like it be like the littlest comments from a nigga who got like 20 followers or some shit. I'll say like Tank ain't that, and Tank will hop on that nigga. Fuck you. I'm about to knock your ass out. Like
but
what?
Shakur said all I do is go to the gym and be on Twitter. So maybe that's the case for them niggas. Like maybe they just get out the gym and get on Twitter and got time like that. Because like you say, he responded to motherfuckers who are so irrelevant. I'll be like, how did you even see that?
That's what I'm saying. And like I swear I didn't post some shit from that had Tank name in it. Shit got like fucking 1 million impressions on that motherfucker, and he didn't say nothing about it. But he'll say something about a nigga talking about some crazy shit about him.
Yeah, we focus on the negative, man. But
He, fu-
you know, I just felt I do got to get off, but I do want to ask your predictions on a couple of these fights. But who you got, Usyk and Fury?
nigga, I want,
Nope,
I
no
want,
bias.
nigga. You can't even say that, nigga. I want you to the dog shit out of Fury, but realistically, I feel like Fury might do a lot of dirty tactics to get the W, and they gonna look the other way. You know what? What if they don't look the other way for Fury this time around? Let's
I
let's
think
go.
I think
Maybe turning the eye like the Steve Cunningham. It's not even, bro. I don't even have to mention the Wilder performance. The other performances where he struggled a little bit, and then he's fuck that nigga. I'm about to start doing some wild shit. What if the judge start? I mean, the ref start taking points and shit away. That nigga might get DQ'd or some shit.
and that could be the fact. Now let me hope that His Excellency and his presence will bring more integrity over there, and we don't have any of the screwing that occurs in the UK and the US, because the dude Turkish Al Sheikh seems to be a genuine boxing fan, and I don't think he's for no fuckery. Even when Tyson Fury pulled out the fight because of the cut, and he came out with the public statement like, I'm gonna tax him 10 million if he don't make this date and whoopty wham. That's the no fuckery in my operation. I got this bread, and I'm getting the fights made, no fuckery. So I hope that play into the ring too, where we ain't got no fuckery, because what I'm seeing from Usyk is top notch training, and for real, what I'm seeing from Fury is top notch training right now. Like he is not playing him like Ngannou.
Training from Fury, it looked like he putting on the show. He's showing y'all what y'all need to see. That other shit he working on.
He looked slim. He looked slim for his size. He looked like he in shape, bro, and he just looked sharp. I don't know, man. And I felt that about Ryan. I didn't feel like he was in shape. I just felt like he was on his sharp game. And I feel like it looked like Fury is too. So barring no bullshit, I want Usyk to win. Usyk one of my favorites, but Fury a hard man to beat, bro. And if you ain't got Wilder type of strength to put him down, cause
You can't
and do
put longer than 15 seconds, nigga.
yeah, you better get the clock going soon. That nigga bottom touch the mat, nigga, for real.
They even said it in the Ngannou fight. I feel like it was a little closer than the Ngannou fight when it came to the knockdown. It wasn't on the level of Wilder versus Fury 1 and 3 when it came to the knock. You feel like they gonna really count him out for real over there?
Your man just brought up a good point in the comments that I forgot about. They do want Wilder. They do want Fury and AJ.
Dude,
Hold on. He said, yeah, they want Fury and AJ. Now, if Wilder, this was finna be my next question. If Wilder can get past Zhang, whatever, we get an AJ Wilder fight. You know what I mean? So that leads me
bro,
to my next question.
bro, I ain't gonna lie. if AJ, even if Wilder go out there and spark Zhang, easy knockout. Wilder versus AJ is way more closer than it was fucking years ago. Way,
Damn.
if not, and I'm a big Wilder fan, and everybody know that. I would favor AJ in that fight at this point. And
Ooh. Even if he perform good against Zone.
even if he performs Zhang, it's more of AJ because what I've seen in the AJ versus Wallen fight and the Nagano fight, and I understand those guys are not Wilder, but then again, those guys are, I would say, fresher than Wilder. He was able to, when he plays big man in the ring and fights like a, like a big man, like how he's supposed to, with that right hand, he's knocking niggas clean the fuck out and he's accurate. And I'm so upset at AJ for not doing that shit to because he had Usyk hurt in the fucking second fight. Like it just wasn't there.
And Uzi gas tank a motherfucker though too. Uzi was still going in the 11th to 12th and stole them rounds. Some rounds that if AJ would have had enough stamina to win, it would have been a closer fight.
I wish AJ had that heart, nigga, because I'm telling you, when he had Usyk motherfucking hurt, he just looked at Usyk like, oh, I must have hit him low. No, nigga, you didn't hit him low, nigga. You hit him right on the fucking money. Keep it going.
But he kept getting countered. That left was coming down the pipe.
While AJ was just slowing down and he just kept on getting caught with them left hands and he was just like, fuck. It was just sneaky every time. The punches, they say the punches that hurt the most is the punches that you don't see. So him just getting caught like that was just throwing him off. But I feel like even if he fought Usyk again, that'll be a closer fight than it was when he fought Usyk.
Now I wonder because I think Usyk is more settled into the weight. You know what I mean? I think
he definitely is.
Yeah. I think if he applied more pressure, he could stop AJ. But you know.
Know how y'all like to say y'all see signs, y'all seen signs in Devin Haney prior to this and that fight. Nigga, I see the signs in Usyk that this nigga is the Keith Thurman of the heavyweight division, nigga. If nobody want to admit it or not, I'll say it. That nigga can't take a body shot without dropping. And we see in the amateurs, bro. There's somebody on Twitter pulled up footage from him from the amateurs, him to early pros to him now of every time he get hit with a body shot, he fake the nigga hit me in my nuts. Nigga, hell, bro. Nah, nigga. You can't fool us 5 times, nigga.
Yeah, safe to say.
So Fury gonna go in there. Fury gonna fuck around and put that nigga in a headlock and fucking punch that nigga in his ribs while the ref ain't looking.
And I just feel like Fury got something to prove, and I think he is I can't say a generational talent, but I think he's probably the best heavyweight of this era. You can't say he's not until you know what I'm saying.
You know why I would consider Fury the best right now? Because he's one of the fighters that understands that fuck the rules, come in with the strongest team, nigga, and if you gotta cheat to win, do it.
But not on skill set. You think all that is the reason he winning without the skill set?
It's a combination of both.
Right. I'm
not saying that the nigga's just so garbage he just has to cheat. No, he used everything. It's all in the game. If he's gonna box you at first, if you start hurting him, he's gonna switch it up and start playing rough like the. And I know it's a lot of European dudes who got the real. They do that. A lot of these dudes, and I feel like this Benavidez ain't gonna be no walk fight for him too, because a lot of them dudes when they get hurt, they start jabbing straight, right hand, clubbing right hand behind the back of your head through the high guard.
That Grozik Beterbiev fight was a good fight, even though Beterbiev just edged it out and kept on applying pressure. But Grozik did good work against Beterbiev. I want to say he dropped Beterbiev.
No, he didn't.
That was a good fight. No. Beterbiev won that fight.
Who dropped Beterbiev then? Somebody dropped him.
It was a British dude. I forgot his name, but it wasn't Gostic or whatever his name. Yeah, bro. Niggas at that weight class, you gonna get dropped from time to time. They just big as hell and they punch it.
Nah, who you got? That was on the money right there with the boy in Usyk. The boy he that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
Yeah,
pressure.
that
But
was a body shot.
Dubois, Dubois is punching though. Like he can crack, and so you got to realize he's a real heavyweight, and Usyk is coming from 190 or cruiserweight. So I'm not surprised that he can hurt Usyk.
Yeah, because
But the thing
AJ
about
hurt him a
Usyk,
few times.
the thing about Usyk though, bro, he got a high ring IQ and a gas tank that can go for days. So that's why
Right.
he's hard to deal with.
Who you got in that fight? Usyk Fury.
I'm not sure, but I'm rooting for Usyk, bro. I don't like Fury. Keep
Yeah,
it above.
yeah, I feel
Yeah.
that.
And if
Zane
Usyk
Wilder.
win this fight, if Usyk win this fight, he got to be one of the greatest fighters of all time because his
Man,
resume, yeah, his
I
resume,
tell people that.
yeah, bro, because you
I'll
can't be no hater.
I'll give
You
him
got to keep it a buck. You
I'll give
got
him
look at yeah, because let's be real, bro. Look at his resume at cruiserweight. It's a lot of good fighters that people don't even
Impeccable.
know about. And
Impeccable.
then yeah, so he went undisputed at cruiserweight, went up in weight, and went undisputed at heavyweight.
I'll
Took
give
out
him whoever win this fight, I give him the best white heavyweight of all time award.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. And what was
That's
dope about that WBSS he won, as opposed to all the other divisions, all four champs was there, and all four number one contenders from each division was there. I mean, from each belt organization was there. That's what was hard about what Usyk did. Like, even though Inoue won it too, but I mean, whatever. Even the 140, like Josh Taylor won it, but all the dogs weren't there. Like Usyk had all the dogs at that cruiserweight. And that last one he fought, where it was supposed to be 50-50, he whitewashed dude. You feel me? Like 11-1
facts.
type shit. You know what I mean? Like Usyk resume is more, like you say, impressive than people like to give credit to because they don't know the cruiserweights. But none of
Yeah,
them niggas ran through a division like that with all champs there, all number ones, and wiped through the whole gamut. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, ain't yeah,
but
and
who
he
you
just
got, Zang and Wilder?
man. I tell
Man,
everybody
with that
every
Zhang and
fighter
Wilder
Wilder.
fight, that's tough because I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie, history often repeats, and history shows that when the FBA fighter gets in this stage of their career, is usually goes left.
Damn.
that could be true, but I always say every fight with Wilder is a 50-50 fight, bro. He could literally lose to any heavyweight, and he could knock any heavyweight in the world out too. So it's 50-50, bro. I'm gonna say that until the end.
And Zang
Yeah,
on
That's
the
it's true. It's
Zang
true.
don't have a lot of head movement neither, so he right there on
But
the
the thing
line to get
about
caught. You
Zhang,
know what I mean?
the thing about
yeah,
Zhang, what fears me with Wilder, this Wilder right now, like his defense is not all the way there, and Zhang is really accurate. I'm still picking my guy Wilder by KO, but I wouldn't be
man.
surprised if it got ugly.
Hey, Deontay made a mistake getting with Malik Scott, bro. This is why you don't miss a friendship with business. I'm
Flat out.
sorry.
And
That whatever
and
game
didn't he
plan he
take a
had
dive?
against, yeah. And bro, whoever his manager or matchmaking or whoever put him in there with what's his name, Australian dude, Parker. That was so stupid. How can you have a heavyweight that's been out for 2 years, damn near, against a dude that's been fighting 4 times a year? And you can say what you want about Parker, he is a good fighter. Like that's stupid. You fucking up the bag. Now the AJ fight might not be on the table no more, especially if he loses his ain't. It's still a chance, but
That was very
what?
stupid.
Yeah, bro. You should have fought Big Baby Miller.
Should have fought
Hey,
Big Baby Miller. Because as much
yeah,
as motherfuckers talk about Joseph Parker, bro, like the fact is that the heavyweight competition is across seas. Like as far as like you don't, unfortunately, we don't have a whole slew of heavyweights over here. So Joseph Parker getting his reps in against top-notch competition. Why, even though I said this before, Wilder was trying to get those fights, but Povetkin dropped dirty and a bunch of shit happened. You know what I mean? And where Wilder didn't get all I feel like the goods he needed at the top of the weight class, while Joseph was getting it in, win, lose, or draw. You know what I mean? So he just was a dangerous fighter because he battle tested, he slick, and Gerald Miller would have been right there for the right there for the KO. But I got Wilder too because I don't feel like Zhang is fast enough. I still feel like Wilder got good twitches and can move. I don't see him. Parker got good twitches
He
too.
gotta throw some punches. He can't be pulling the AB on this man.
I mean, Wilder one punch can knock a nigga out, so I ain't mad at him being cautious with his punches. But I just hope
The
he
thing is,
gets
what
land.
killed was like, look. I don't know if we should blame Malik Scott, but I feel like I understand why people do. But man, this nigga Wilder should have just been throwing that 1-2 down the fucking middle. Stop trying to do the most. Like they got Malik got him trying to box a certain type of way. Like it's too late for that. Just work on what he does best, which is throw that 1-2 down the fucking middle. Figure out how to disguise it, but that should just be the money shot every time.
And Dirk, who I
He
had
damn near,
somebody else.
bro. He damn near killed Fury. He damn near knocked that nigga neck out, bro. When you see the slow motion of that third fight, when he with that straight 1-2 down the middle, bro. Anybody else
Death.
get hit with anybody? I'm telling you, any other boxer get hit with that, they probably get paralyzed or some shit.
That's why you do have to give Fury a little more credit than you give him. I know he got a lot of shit working for him, but to get up off a shot like that is amazing, bro. Like all them shots for
Yeah,
real.
and
Like when he didn't get up on the one with the 15 count, but
getting up after fucking 16 seconds. Yeah, I give him that.
oh my god. I would
Right.
stop there. God damn me. Well, y'all got Benavidez beating Grazik though?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That fight to me is 50-50. And that fight is very telling, actually. If he go out there and wash that nigga at 175, I'll be looking at him like, yo, he might be able to do something against
But you got to realize something though. He used to spar this nigga, so they picked him for a reason.
Facts.
Oh, he did?
Nah, that is real.
Yeah,
Now, when is the last time Grazik fought though?
I know.
I
He
have
been
no
fighting
idea,
on
but
small cards. That nigga better be retired that nigga for a little bit.
Oh my God! Well, I'm finna say I haven't seen. I know he fought since then. I want to say I've seen one fight,
retired.
but I ain't
He really
seen no
retired
fights.
after that fight.
I ain't seen not one fight from
I'm
that nigga.
I'm
Benavidez,
not
bro. I'm
joking.
staying away from Better Beef,
Really
bro.
called into retirement after that fight. After the Better Beef
Better
fight.
Beef be sending people to the hospital, bro.
And I think
In
it's
real
because all
fights
the
and
motherfuckers
I think
was getting mad
Benavidez
and
can age him
punching.
out.
he
I think
already old. Like,
that's
what you
what I
gonna wait till
said.
he 50?
Damn right. I'll wait another 1 or 2 years. Fuck him.
That nigga
But
said, you know
So
what?
what would you do? What would y'all do? Would y'all, if you couldn't get the Canelo fight, would you go crashing towards the fucking Bivol Better Beef winner in Saudi?
if
Or
Bivol wins,
would you
go
go
ahead.
fight David
It
Morrell for the
depends who
belt?
wins.
It depends who win. If Bivol win, and I know I used to work him, and I know I used to beat his ass in sparring, give me him. But if Better Beef win, I can pick one more fight to say I need to be
If
comfortable
Better
at
Beef win,
175. I even fight
if Better
Bivol, even if he lose.
Beef if Better Beef win, who would you fight? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Y'all can
They're
hear me?
gonna start putting pressure on his ass to fight Morrell.
I don't know why. Morrell need to prove something. I love Morrell, and I think he's probably the most dangerous threat at 168. But to act like he even fought anybody is absurd. I'd be kind of hating it because at first it was fight Andre, fight Plant, then you could fight Canelo, and now it's on some. Oh, you ducking Morrell? Like why ain't Morrell
Nah.
got the pressure on him?
Hold on.
Right.
If Better Beef wins, who do you think he should fight? Better Beef or David Morrell?
Better be the bigger name.
That's a dangerous ass fight for Benavidez, bro. He might never be the same. Even if he wins, somehow he win the fight.
Bro,
That
if he
dude
lose, Canelo fans gonna eat his ass up, man.
Against Better be.
ain't no
Yes.
shame in losing to Better
Ain't
Beef.
no
That dude's a
shame.
I
You know what I'm
know,
monster.
and
saying? Ain't no
that's
shame
what
in
they
that.
just gonna be saying. That they gonna be showing all types of
Yeah,
motherfucking
of course,
highlights
but
of him
it come
losing.
with the sport. Nah,
Because
it
I
depends
think
how you lose
Canelo
though.
cherry picked Bivol, like to avoid Better be. Because you claim you going for legacy. Why didn't you go to the champ with 3 belts?
Y'all
You
don't
went to the
remember?
one who
Y'all don't
you
remember
went to the
Canelo
one.
team said that they offered Bill Better Beef a fight, but they didn't respond.
Stop it. Stop it. Who
Now,
don't
actually,
pick
no,
up the
I'm glad
phone
you
for
brought that
Canelo
up.
people?
Hey, I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you. I'm about to cook real quick. Um, yeah, they did offer Benavidez a bullshit ass offer because they thought he wasn't going to accept it. He did accept
No,
it,
they
and
No, he
all of a
said Better
sudden,
be.
Better Beef. They offered Better Beef.
I don't
oh,
believe
okay.
it.
I
Oh,
thought
he
you said
got
Benavidez. I thought you said Benavidez. Okay.
Bro,
I don't know
remember when
about that.
niggas was saying Canelo versus Usyk? Oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's when they was overrating that nigga.
yeah, they was going crazy. He could fight Mbaku at 200 and all this whole shit. He can go up to 175. I'm like, so you gonna pick Bravado, who just had a few rough outings, and you think he the weak
Hey,
link? That's why he
hey,
pieced your ass.
hey, you know what's funny? The same niggas talking about Tank used the rehydration clause on Ryan Garcia is the same niggas that's mute about Canelo using the rehydration clause on Kovalev. Like, keep that
And fighting him less than 2 months after he just went tooth and nail with Yard and made him sign a
facts.
contract
He
to
didn't
where he
put
could.
Bivol on a rehydration clause.
I mean, because you fighting for the belt, you can't do him like that.
Yeah.
You can't do him like that. You going for his belt at the WBA, so you can't imply.
He
You know what I'm
went
saying?
for
Like,
Kovalev belt.
no, there was a secondary belt that Kovalev had, like one of them. I don't think he had the full belt. I think he had the regular WBA championship.
I think he did have the real belt. Uh,
Because Canelo would have had that.
yeah,
Nah,
but
Canelo
he
was a
still
full
clear from better
champion at
beef though.
175, not a
Well,
regular champ, a full champion, bro.
how did Better Be get the belt then?
Uh,
He lost that shit.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. He was the regular champ. I don't think he. But we can go. Y'all can look it up. But I'm just saying, how did all the belts end up in Better Be and Bivol hands if that's the case? You know what I mean? So we'll figure that out. But I'm just saying, point being made is that's a rough ass fight, man. Better Be is tough for anybody, and I don't think Canelo people offered him that fight. That's cap if they, if somebody said that shit. I just
hey,
don't believe it.
hey, I just want to say real thing, not to change the topic, but I told y'all 2 years ago, you and TD Art, when the smoke clears, the last man standing is gonna be Shakur Stevenson. I know
Mm.
y'all don't like that
The
nigga, bro,
smoke
but
not clear
that's how
because
it's gonna go.
he ain't entered the sweepstakes yet. He ain't
Yeah,
fighting
nigga
Yeah,
nobody
you
ain't
gonna
for
even.
see.
them
He
yet.
ain't even. He not even in the smoke yet, bro. Sorry, bro. You
Hey,
Right.
talking about
I
when the
want to say
smoke
this.
clears?
I want to say this. Niggas was asking the question, who, what's the worst loss, Earl Spence or Devin Haney? I'm like, at least Earl Spence can say he lost to the best fighter in the world. This
Agreed.
nigga, this nigga,
Agreed.
Devin Haney, lost to a so-called C-level fighter. His own words, by the way, a
Yeah,
YouTuber, a nigga that probably don't even take the sport serious, bro. That's humiliating.
it is. It's definitely worse. I just told Art that we just talked about that earlier. We was just like losing to
Okay,
Crawford.
that's not
You
the
gonna get
discussion.
knocked.
They're asking what's worse, T.O. loss or Haney losing.
Right,
Hey,
Haney.
the lights was on, man. This was big business. He was supposed to
Yeah, don't
win that.
nobody care about Cambosis. Everybody and their mama was watching Ryan and Devin. Everybody, bro. That shit was everywhere.
Everybody.
Bleacher, ESPN, Bleacher Report. That shit's
Yeah, that shit was
everywhere. So it's
everywhere.
much
That shit
worse.
was. Yeah, that's worse. All
So
the
you say
lights
he
was on you,
lost because
and
you
everybody
say it's
said
worse
you was
because
supposed
the
to
stage
win.
was bigger?
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. And you know what else? Thank you, Devin Haney. You just made Ryan Garcia arguably the face of boxing, or at least in the running.
Mm, a
Let's see what
popular
these numbers
name.
look like. Let's see what these
A
numbers look
popular
like. But
name.
They
that's what
said
you
them boys sold 97,000.
97,
970,000.
970
No,
or
no, no.
97,000.
900, 900, 900.
Well, Eddie Hearn came out and said that DM was fake. So they haven't
Oh, he
released
said
any
that was
numbers
fake?
yet. Yeah. He said he didn't send that.
Bro, that nigga Rick Glazer, you know he's always posted, especially if it's a Golden Boy fighter. The fact
Yeah.
that he hasn't posted it yet tells me it's not. It's probably did okay. It didn't do no 1 million.
You know,
Because when Tank and Ryan fought, he had that shit immediately.
That shit probably did like 300,000.
yeah,
So
three. That what Ray. Of course, who the fuck is Ray? But that's what Ray said. His sources said, quote unquote, that it was like
nigga, hell,
350.
don't even tell me what
That's
that
why
nigga
I said.
said.
Hey,
I mean, he damn near
What
worse
the
than
fuck?
Rick. But I keep it real. Sometimes a nigga been right, so I can't just write him off. But Rick ass be hating so
he,
hard, you can't even halfway take it
you
to.
know he wanted to, so he can have that narrative that Ryan Garcia carried Tank in that last pay per view. Like, all
Yeah,
right,
he
bro,
would have
we're gonna
ran with
see.
that.
Also, let's even if it does do well, let's not act like
Hey
Devin is
man,
a decent dance
hold on.
partner, bro.
Let's talk at the topic discussion. Dirk, what you think about man Gervonta cussing everybody out?
I mean, Tank gotta keep that same energy, bro. After if he beat Frank, he gotta say what he gotta stand on it. I'm going. Them niggas gotta see me.
Nigga
all of
He
soft.
them.
got to see Shakur, huh?
Yeah, you got to see Shakur. Let keep that same energy, bro.
Who
Like
y'all
you
got in that
talking.
fight? Shakur or Tank? Shakur seems like
Come
he
on,
hungry
man,
right now.
Tank.
Shakur.
He
Let me tell you
snipes.
something.
He
Let me
snipes
tell you.
Shakur. You can't run all day, baby.
Let me
You
tell
gonna
you
get
something.
hit.
It's a reason. It's a reason why Tank get emotional when it comes to Shakur. With Dev, they don't really respect Dev. I'm gonna keep it buck with you. They don't really respect him like that.
Everybody knows Shakur is that nigga. Everybody knows
Yeah.
that. Like you say, it's clear to see that the respect level is high
Yeah.
up for Shakur pedigree. You
He's
know
a
what I
bigger
mean?
threat.
Yeah.
That's why they talk to him the way they do. And they were so happy with that De Los Santos fight because that fight made it so that there was no pressure on them niggas to fight Shakur.
Yeah. That was the worst disservice he could have did to himself. Like they
Yeah,
already
exactly.
scared of you. Yeah.
Exactly. And you made it a lot easier for niggas to duck you if you Shakur Stevenson, which is what's happening. So let's see if he can get back on that, that level. I think he will, but
I just
Shakur would
don't
beat
think
Tank.
I just think I don't know, man. Yeah, he said
He
he
too
arms
smart.
too short to box with the God. I just think he gonna get sniped. You can't run all day from Tank. Tank ain't a reckless fighter. Sometimes you got to jump in, but that's usually against taller fighters. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to do that with Shakur as much. I just feel like it's gonna be a patient
It ain't
matchup.
even he don't even gotta run. Shakur one of them niggas that got like a Crawford or a Floyd Mayweather, like he make adjustments within rounds, not just like throughout the fight within rounds. Like he got a high ring IQ, bro.
No, I respect him to the utmost. I just think you got to have some pop, and it's just like even though we know Devin ain't Shakur, but like I told Art with the Devin thing, you can have all that skill in the world, but that pop, you get that chin touched, that's just a different thing. You know what I mean? So I just feel like he gonna have to make
Man,
Tank respect his power too, because Tank,
we haven't really seen Shakur's chin get tested because the nigga don't really get hit like that.
who was he fought to get hit
I
like
mean,
that?
yeah, you can say that, but we seen Devin get touched up by JoJo Diaz.
Yeah, that's true. But we also said that Devin ain't Shakur,
Like,
especially especially
some of us,
defensively.
been saying it. I'm just saying, Art. I'm just
Art.
kidding, bro. I'm just
Oh,
kidding. I'm not gonna keep
Art.
rubbing it
You
in.
know, nah, I was gonna keep rubbing it in because my man didn't even tag me in his first live after the Haney fight. He didn't even want to hear me because he knew what I was on. You feel me? I was
Yeah,
on foot on next because I went out to the casino, bro, and pump faked at the last minute. Had my money out to bet on Ryan winning on decision and got cold feet and left. All my partners bet and won. I was sitting there pissed, bro, because I just knew it. I just like I say from the Loma to the Linares, I seen them get touched up, and with the right pop, it was like you got to make them respect it. But back to what we were saying, though, you think Shakur gonna be the last piece of the puzzle, huh? At the end of the day, huh? He better knock
yeah.
somebody out, man.
I think the only one I think Tank is the only one that can beat him. To be honest, for at least up to 140.
That's how I feel too. If any, yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
Tank can clip him, but everybody else, bro, I think Shakur beat all them niggas. Below 147 because I feel the same way about Boots. Only nigga I see beating Boots is Bud Crawford.
Y'all think that dude gonna make that fight? The Turkish dude gonna make that fight?
You gonna try?
I think
I
it's
think
gonna
it's funny
happen.
Crawford fans are trying to act like Turkey don't know who Boots is. He a nobody. Apparently he do, motherfucker.
No, when I heard that dude do an interview and he said his favorite fighter was Larry Holmes, I was sold. I say, oh, you ain't bullshitting. I thought you was just somebody who was gonna say the names that everybody know, Floyd, Ali, Mike Tyson. That
Mm-hmm.
nigga said Larry Holmes. I
Hold
said,
on,
okay, you,
hold on 1 second, y'all. Can y'all hear me?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, would y'all think the Shakur Stevenson versus Tank fight will be closer if Tank has a tough outing against Frank?
I mean, not really, bro. The Frank Martin fight ain't really gonna sway
Threaten
me
Tank.
one way or another because
Yeah.
Shakur and Frank are completely different fighters. I think Frank is another Regis program. I'm gonna be real with you. I think Frank is a nigga that started boxing at 21 years old, and you put him in there with niggas. Yeah, bro.
Yikes.
You,
Yikes.
yeah, you put him in there with you you put Frank in there with niggas that been boxing since they was 5 or 6 years old. He gonna get washed. in my opinion.
I'm
Hey,
just
Art, ain't
saying
that what I said would be the big difference in the fight? The experience since she was 5 or 6. That's
that's
exactly what I
true.
said.
That's
Yep.
true.
Yeah, bro.
I feel like you underestimate my man's a little too hard
Not really, bro.
because
That European nigga that he
he
fought,
showed us that he can beat dudes who's been boxing, for a long time like that. The
But
bro.
machine
that
You see how
nigga
gun,
happy
wasn't
this
battle
man
tested.
that
was.
Artum guy. That nigga's what? When ain't he an Olympian?
Let me tell you something. If Frank was that
Yeah.
guy, he wouldn't have ducked Shakur.
You said what?
If Frank was that guy, he wouldn't have ducked Shakur.
Nah,
Come on, cuz you getting a
nah,
way bigger bag to fight
nah.
Tank, bro. Let's not even
Come
No,
do
on.
that.
no,
What are
no.
we saying?
The reason I say that is because the tank fight wasn't guaranteed.
Bro, you don't
Nah,
know
we
that.
don't know that. We
We
don't know
don't
if
know
that
that.
fight been discussed since the top of the year. That fight might have been talked about soon as Tank get off house
I
arrest. That's
wouldn't
the
be
first fight
surprised.
we doing.
I wouldn't be surprised if Al Heyman reached out to him the day they mentioned that Shakur Stevenson versus motherfucking Frank Martin and told him, nigga, pump your brakes on that. We got something bigger and better for you.
I mean, or
Yeah.
maybe they saw the backlash from the Isaac Cruz rematch and like, who else do we have here for you to fight that's decent at 135 that can get the
Literally, that's
people
on our
talking?
stable. That was
Yeah,
literally bro. That fight was so predictable. I was saying that fight was signed and sealed way much before the fight was even signed and sealed. I'm like, nigga, that's literally the best option. There's nobody else besides El Ryu,
and
By the
are
way,
you
and
that
that
look?
was
fight's
too
back on.
predictable too.
That fight's back on ticket. I hope y'all know that. That Isaac Cruz fight, that's gonna
It
be a big
is.
fight again.
It is. So he may
And
not
I
even
was
have
finna,
to fight your man Shakur Stevenson
but
next.
I was gonna
Mm-hmm.
tell you that earlier, Art, when you had went away, we was talking about Tank Chin, and like we was talking about the pop that Frank Martin might have, but Isaac Cruz touched Tank a few times, and Tank got a chin. Like, so it ain't like he ain't.
Isaac Cruz wasn't prepared. He wasn't prepared.
Hey, hey, that's
Nah,
that's
Tank just a
some
better
niggas.
fighter.
And that's why you see what I'm saying, and that's why the fight is gonna sell the rematch because Isaac Cruz didn't have no motherfucking real training camp. That nigga took that fight like 2 weeks, nigga. He was just eating motherfucking whatever they be eating at the crib,
And
nigga, with his
also Tank
family.
fucked up his hand too, though. So that's not act like he just finna come and.
Hopefully his
If
hand don't
Tank
fuck
is
up in
healthy,
the
that's gonna be a
rematch.
great fight, bro. Stylistically, that's gonna be a great fight. I'm not gonna lie
Hold
to
on,
you.
but wait a minute. Does Tank go up to 140 to make that fight?
Yes,
No.
he
For
would.
Isaac Cruz, he probably would.
He definitely would.
Mm.
That's gonna be a great fight.
Or they'll meet at like
I mean, he got a
137.
6 fight deal, so I
They'll meet
think
at a catch
y'all
weight.
right. Yeah, they'll meet at
I
the
ain't never
catch
heard
weight.
no 6 fight deal.
No, that's what Tank keeps
They'll
saying. He's
meet
like,
at
got a
like
6, 7
I
fight
know.
deal.
I'm just saying I ain't never heard no damn 6 fight deal. What the
Well, they signed
fuck?
Canelo for an 11 fight deal. Shit, with the zone, but they just didn't want to pay him for the bums he was fighting. So shit, and
Nigga, you seen all that? You seen all that bread they put on that? He put on the table. Took that picture.
who?
I ain't pocket
Mhm.
Tank. I ain't pocket watching, but nigga, 6-7 deal from Al Heyman, nigga. It's like motherfucker probably like 4 pictures of that.
Nigga. And
Yeah.
then, bruh. And
You know what
then
I'm
who
saying?
knows how
Like,
much these niggas really be making? Like the reports is that he made 32 mil against Ryan, but did he make 40? Did he make 50? You know what I'm saying? Because even Haney came out and said, if y'all think this all I made, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. I'm like, damn, how much money y'all really seeing? Like, I mean, I ain't in the business like that, but shit, them niggas getting some dust.
bro,
For real.
they get so much paper. They got your trainers trying to take you to court.
I swear. Hey, look, they got AJ. Hey, look, bro. AJ has been paid $350 million paydays, bro, in a year. In a year and
It's
some change.
and
Like
nigga, look.
ridiculous.
I know, nigga. They talking about Spence got 25 million for that Crawford fight, and motherfucking what's his name? The coach trying to get
DJ.
one. He trying to get 1.5 out that shit. I feel him on that, but like, damn, nigga, like
Nah, see what it was. We've been, and I hate this
it's
on both
tough.
parties. This both sides doing business wrongly. Both sides for real. Because he been working on a fixed rate for their 12 years. But of course, Spence wasn't making that type of money then. So you make 3 big money ass fights and you still paying me the same rate. We need to renegotiate this. But this is on a handshake deal too. We need to put this on paperwork, bro. And
I know, and he should have.
so, but I think
And I feel
Jamel
like,
Charlo and
and
whoever
I feel
that
like
else
that's why
was,
it's gonna get thrown. It might get thrown out
oh, it's definitely
because
gonna get thrown out. Ain't no merit to it. You ain't got no
because
paperwork.
they do accept verbal agreements as still a deal, but if it's recorded, does he have a recording of him and Spence talking and saying, "Hey, we agree to this"?
Now I
He didn't
did hear
mention that.
they had Spence on where I don't know if it's unrecorded though, but where Spence agreed to pay him some extra bread, but didn't. But if you ain't got no proof for that, bro, I hate that that's happening to them two brothers, man. Because I hate when
And
brothers get
I know,
successful and then
and
starts,
this
you know.
one brother I respect, he disagreed with me. He said, "Oh, he started breaking up Errol's personal, saying Errol seems like a cocky type of guy that's, a shady type of dude, full of himself." I'm like, how you getting all that?
Now, what I do gather from Earl is that he's not 100% confident in him. I think that hanging around rappers, I think he kind of want to be liked a little bit. I think he kind of want to be accepted in the other, you know what I mean? And that could
I
play
feel,
into a
I feel like the money definitely hit his ass a certain type of
yeah,
way,
man. You see the
bro.
money didn't hit Crawford at all. Crawford's still the same tacky ass country nigga from Nebraska. You know
I
what I'm
know,
saying? Like it didn't phase him at all. But some
but
people,
you gotta
that
think
money
about
do
it.
something to
That
you.
nigga Crawford, he in Nebraska. You know what I'm saying? That's all
Yeah.
he know, bro. Nebraska is
Yeah.
like all he
Yeah.
know type of
Yeah.
shit.
Dallas is
And
like
this nigga's in
Texas is big
Dallas.
city, big dreams,
I
baby.
lived in the DFW for 7 years, bro. Trust me. If you got some paper, nigga, that is the place to be.
Yes, sir. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Because they got everything. If you want, and especially if you want some food and some liquor. So
Yeah,
yeah,
they
like
so
yeah,
y'all
man.
like this guy, the dude Crawford fighting?
I never. You know what? I told
I seen
myself.
him fight once.
I
But
told myself I'm not even gonna watch none of his fights. I'm just gonna watch Crawford versus him and just hope Crawford just go in there and just make easy work of this dude.
Dirk, you seen the dude?
He stepped out.
Oh, okay, I ain't see him. I ain't looking at the thing. Uh, but yeah, though, I seen one fight and he's a big, heavy-handed guy. But come on, Crawford, man, what the fuck is this at 154, man? Like, come on, bro. I don't know. I'm glad Crawford getting a payday because PBC was sure finna lock him out. So I'm glad he ended up getting with the Turkish dude. The Turkish dude was the best thing to happen to Crawford. You feel me? Because he saved your ass, boy. Because he finna come with paper that people can't really match, and you get the payday you want, and you know what I'm saying? And hopefully we get the boots fight. But boy, hey, PVC was finna goddamn me block him out the paint.
They almost
Yeah.
did, but that thankful for that Turkey dude, Turkish Ali, whatever his name is.
And I was hating on him at first, but I think he might mean good for boxing.
Me
You know what
too,
I'm
me
saying?
too, me
I
too,
think he,
me too.
yeah.
I definitely was. And
But
I
what?
had to get out. I got it out of that mode too, but I was never really in it where I'm the pro PBC type of guy. I just liked whoever was putting on good fights. I just watched any. I don't care if it was on the zone. I don't care if it was on Top Rank. I'm watching
That,
all the fights.
that's how I'm about boxing, period. On Twitter, I kind of be fucking with these motherfuckers. They racist, and I know the only reason they attack PVC is because Al Heyman is a black-owned company. So that's
But
when
it's
I
so
be on
It's
my
so
ride and
crazy to
shit.
me
But
because I be like, it's not like this black company is out here, motherfucking buying turkeys for Thanksgiving for the black community or some crazy shit like that. These niggas is out here signing more Mexicans than anything. Top Rank in
I mean, it's still a business though, baby,
bro,
and boxing
top
is a niche
nigga,
sport.
look, Top Rank. They signing all the top FBA talent right now. Top Rank and the Zone.
I mean, when you get on Twitter and see 80% of Twitter dissing PBC and what they might be doing, how they finna
Nigga,
fold. If I'm a young fighter too, I'm going to ESPN and shit. I'm scared to death
bro,
to fuck with that.
nigga, they got Top Rank. They got all these fighters, bro. Keyshawn Davis, Mason, nigga, all these dudes.
But you got to
Jared
think
Anderson.
Bob Earl usually have all the great talent, but will they stay?
And now motherfucking Eddie Hearn, he got motherfucking Ray Ford, he got motherfucking Deontay
Boots,
Wilder, he got motherfucking
boots.
Boots Ennis.
Hey,
I don't care
hey,
what
I got,
nobody
speaking,
say. Snagging Boots
see,
Ennis in his prime is
but
major.
no,
So
a
I take
3-fight deal. Matchroom gonna get him done in a year. I think he'll be back on Amazon in 2025, bro.
no, he
Like,
won't.
watch.
nope,
It depends. It
because
depends
they gonna
if
show
Boots
how
become a
smooth it is.
star. If Boots becoming that star, maybe, but he still got to get dates, bro. Like that's the problem with PBC. You fighting once a year ain't gonna do nothing for your career.
No, that's what I'm saying. Though I feel you, but I'm saying as far as maximum exposure, I think he'll be back in the focus. We was talking about how Top Rank got a lot of the amateur talent coming up, and I like, but they usually don't stay with Bob throughout the whole process. But it just led us to talk about how Matchroom swooping up a lot of FBA fighters. But a 3-fight deal is not a long thing. You saw it with Canelo. Canelo was done with that deal in no time, like, and came back to the
That's
fold. You know,
true. That's true. But what if they show him fine dining over there?
I mean, I think they gonna give him dates. But if that Turkish dude come play a full part in Matchroom like it seems he's gonna do, then it's a different. I told you, if this dude get fully involved in this game is gonna shift entirely. Everything that we think
Because
we know about
you know what
promotions.
he's doing? The Turkish dude, he's doing what Daniel Kinningham wanted to do, but Daniel Kinningham had too much of a dirty rap to even do this.
Exactly. I got legal oil
Hey, I
money, bro.
like and by the way, I know it don't really matter, but he's not Turkish. His name is just Turkey. But I'll say this.
He's Saudi
Um,
Arabia, correct?
yeah, he's from Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
But I like this Turkey dude, bro, because he's basically like us, except he got billions of dollars and he's making shit happen. That he making the fights that he want to see, and he asking the fans what they want to see, and he's trying to make it happen, bro. You can't hate on that.
No, that's what me and Art were just saying. I think you had left because I had asked your opinion. I was like, dude, when they asked him who
Yeah,
his favorite fighter was, and he said Larry Holmes, that let me know who we was
yeah,
fucking
he a
with as
fan,
far
bro.
as just he a fan. So you got a fan with money. And when I heard his little story, that when he said he had some health scare and he woke up and said, I want to make the biggest fights happen, and that's what I'm gonna do. Like when you
Yep,
have one of them life-changing experiences and you really want to do something and you got the dust to do it, it's a
yep,
whole different thing. That's why he came over and made that fight in LA with Crawford happen so quick. It seemed like that shit happened in 24 hours. They just had a loaded
bro.
card.
That card is amazing.
It's amazing.
It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree. Even though I got the whole left side winning, if you look at the graphic, I got the whole left side winning. Andy Cruz, Morrell, Crawford, of course, but that's amazing.
And that 5-on-5 match room and I forgot the other name, but that shit is
Queensberry.
amazing too.
Yeah. Especially with Better Beef and Bivol as the headline. That shit hard.
And
That shit
and
hard.
look, like with the matchroom shit, part of the reason why Booth went there, obviously. Look at Raymond Ford. He just got a title fight with that Odebeck dude. He won that fight, and he's right back in the fold on the Better Beef Bivol undercard against another good fighter. Like that's how you move a fighter, bro. Like he's doing a
Yeah.
great job with
Turkey
Raymond
gonna
Ford.
put that bag up for Crawford versus Boots. Crawford
I
gonna
Yeah,
think
take
I,
that.
th- I think we
Man,
get that fight unless
hey, I
Crawford
ain't gonna
say
lie.
no.
A lot of niggas gonna be hurt if fucking if Crawford get that bag to fight Boots and he wash Boots in like the first 5. That should be
Man,
and,
wild as
if he
fuck.
if he wash boots like that, bro, I'm done. I will never say any ill negative. I don't even say nothing about him now since he whooped Spence for real. But if he dog walk boots, man, I'm done with that nigga. That nigga the greatest of our generation,
no,
flat out.
we gotta stop. See, we gotta stop that shit, bro. Like, it for one, if that do happen, it's no shame because Bud is really that guy. But then two, like, so what if one of them niggas get knocked out? It don't mean they was a bad fighter. Like, this is
No,
what we
not at
supposed to.
all.
No,
I'm
The,
just
we
saying.
not saying
I'm
that.
just saying. I'll hail Crawford as the great. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
like
like
nigga,
fuck boots. I'd just be like I have to bend the knee because that nigga who you know what I mean. That nigga is exactly who he said he was. That
because I
dude.
feel like that's the plan. Like I don't, and if you see my post, I ain't never said Bud was scared of Boots ever. I feel like
no,
he not gonna fight Boots for nothing higher than high, nigga. So I feel like Turkey, they might give him the bag, but Turkey talking about they want to make Crawford versus Benavidez or Crawford
yeah,
versus
nah, he
Canelo.
was starting to sound like a casual when he was saying shit like that.
I
And
mean,
I
but
heard,
my thing is if Crawford say he can go up to 168 and fight Canelo, what's the difference between him and
no,
Benavidez?
come on now, you know there's a big difference.
No, I'm
Benavidez
saying
ain't
if
no
the Turk.
real.
No, I'm saying if from the Alice Sheik dude point of view, like if he putting up the bread, if you was willing to take that matchup, and if Canelo don't want you, fight him. Like
Bud ain't
Hell
stupid.
no,
ill advised. But I'm just saying, Crawford. I mean, you bark up that 168 alley, you can't do the Canelo where I'm gonna
boy.
jump up and only fight him.
Crawford will come up to 168 and be at 168 on fight night or 165. And motherfucking Benavidez will come in that bitch at fucking 190, 200 plus. It probably fucking eat every
Yeah,
punch Crawford got
I
and
don't
try to
even think
stop
bro
him.
would get to
It's a different,
168.
bro. That weight shit is really plays a part.
Yeah, it
Of
really
course, of
does. But
course.
but Crawford not a little guy neither. He
Hey,
kind of got the frame of a Kell Brook, and Kell Brook went up. I
hey,
mean,
y'all, hold on 1 second.
He wasn't fighting
I
no
got my dude
Benavidez.
Lex on. I got my
fuck
dude.
no.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. I got my dude Lex on. we've been having a little conversation about the whole Boots Ennis signing to Matchroom and Wilder signing to Matchroom. I just wanted y'all like to chime in on
Right.
that situation. Do y'all think those are good? First, let me ask you, Blunts. Do you think that that's a good situation for Wilder and Boots to sign the Matchroom?
I hear.
You
I
are
think
you back?
somebody's YouTube is open because I'm hearing
The dude, the dude who just came in, got to cut the
Yeah,
speaker down, bro.
I just put him on mute. But first, let me ask y'all, what do y'all feel about Wilder and Boots signing to Matchroom? Do y'all think
I
that's
think it's
good, or do
great,
y'all think?
bro. They gonna keep him busy. Look, Wilder didn't Wilder just fight Parker? He's right back in there against Zhang. That's great. He wasn't doing that shit on PBC. He was fighting once a year, every other year or so. This is great. And Boots deserves the same shit. He got to get active, bro. That's the most important thing.
Yo, I'm off mute, right?
Yeah,
Okay. For
we,
it
we
works.
hear you.
It works differently for both guys. It's two different situations.
Yeah,
So for Wilder, it's fine because the reality with Wilder is ever since he lost to Fury, the thing with boxing is like with every win you build momentum, and with every loss you lose momentum. And some guys can rebuild the momentum, like Pacquiao did when he fought Broner and Thurman. And then for some guys, it's a bit tougher to build momentum. It's been hard for Wilder to rebuild his momentum. So for him to go to Saudi, it's fine because he wasn't going to get paid the way they were going to pay him anywhere else. I don't like it though because they're setting him up to lose. Like I love Wilder; he's one of my favorite fighters in the history of the sport. But I think he's going to get knocked out against Zhang. I don't think that he's given himself enough time to adjust to Malik's training. He hasn't gotten enough rounds in, and they're throwing him in with really difficult fights and awkward opponents. And also, I'm not even sure if, I mean, he said it. I'm not saying something he hasn't said. He said he lost the love. Zhang is not the kind of guy that you should be fighting if you're unsure about your passion for the sport. I think Wilder's trying to find it, but when you're fighting a guy like Zhang, you're gonna find yourself getting knocked out potentially. So for Wilder, it's okay, even though I don't like how they doing him. For Boots, I really don't like it because I believe Boots has the potential to be a star. And again, we talking about how you have to build momentum in the sport of boxing. You can't build momentum on DAZN. It's impossible. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening. I can hear
Okay,
everything you're
okay.
saying.
Wait. Let me finish. I just want to make sure I wasn't
Yeah, I'm just
talking into
letting you cook.
nothing.
I'm letting you cook.
So the thing with Boots, right, is like when you fight on DAZN, the most people that you could have watching you at any given time is like it's gonna be under 100,000 or 200,000. That's not a lot of people. When you fight on like a Canelo undercard or a Tank undercard, not only are you being seen by like 500,000 to a million people in real time, but you're gonna get the rub off their event because they're big events. So if you take for example Pitbull, right? Pitbull, that pay per view that PBC just did probably didn't do very well. Like it probably did good for them, but it might not have been over 200,000, might not have been over 100,000, but because it's on Amazon,
The
it goes
exposure.
viral and it becomes like a relevant conversation
Hey,
point.
let me rebuttal to bro after he's done. But go ahead, Lex.
Um, Boots on the zone, like there's nothing amplifying his efforts. Like
He's
Eddie
just
Hearn,
getting dates.
Eddie Hearn is a dude that the culture that Boots is gonna be representing will not connect to. So it's not even like that's a relevant
Oh,
spokesperson for Boots.
okay,
And so I mean,
okay,
even take
Lex.
for
I
Canelo.
got it.
Canelo was on the zone. Canelo was on the zone, and his momentum went downwards because that the platform is bad. Eddie Hearn doesn't
No,
really
that's because
connect
that
with
nigga
him.
was trying to fight bums.
But
But the
but here's
platform, though, you
here's
know what I mean? People ask me what is the zone and what is dazzing on the
yeah,
streets like.
but that's the thing. And here's another thing, right? You talking about Canelo fighting bums. Whether or not Boots stay with PBC or not, 147 right now is a horrible division. It's very shallow. Errol left, Crawford left. The best fighters at 147 right now are Stanionis, Barrios, and that's it. Virgil Ortiz is at
Okay,
154. So even if, like,
okay,
let's say Canelo's fighting bums, Boots is going to be fighting unknown opponents.
okay. Let me cook. Let me cook. Let me cook. See, here's two things, bro. Let's say PBC can get Boost better names than DAZN. Is it better to get a better name, but you fight once a year? or you fight good level competition, but you fight 3 or 4 times a year? You tell me.
I mean,
Because look at Triple
activity.
G.
Activity
Yeah,
don't.
but there.
You,
Hold up, hold up,
yeah,
Lex.
you want
Let
me
me
to
cook.
answer
Let
the
me
question, or
cook.
you want to keep going?
No, it was a hypothetical question or whatever they call it. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
so
Rhetorical.
keep going, keep going.
A rhetorical question. Yeah. Um. What I'm trying to say is fighters like Boots don't really need names like that. To be honest with you, he's already low key kind of a big name, and people say he hasn't fought nobody. You know why? Because he's an exciting fighter. Certain fighters, like guys like Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, them type of guys, they need bigger names because let's keep it a buck. They're not super exciting fighters. Guys like Boots, who are spectacular, and Tank Davis, the names aren't really that important. They're gonna become stars regardless because they're exciting. And if you get Boots out there and people see him fight, is how can you not be a fan of a fighter like that?
But
Especially
you
if he's
just said
fighting three. Yeah,
you
especially
just
if he's
said.
fighting
But
3 or 4 times
Boots
a
may not
year.
have that type.
But
He may
listen
not
to
have
what
that
you
type
just
of
said. Listen to
personality
what you
though.
just said though. You just
Tank
said.
ain't got no personality. That nigga retarded.
But Tank
Wait, wait,
had
wait,
the
wait.
Floyd effect. Let's not forget that.
It's not
Wait,
just
wait.
the Floyd effect. He
It
was knocking
is.
niggas out.
No,
If he had
but
the
Floyd,
Floyd effect and no knockouts, nobody would care.
of course,
Wait,
that's
listen.
true, but that's a big thing with the Floyd effect. Like a lot of these niggas, only niggas who got names without Floyd out here is Crawford and Wilder. Like the rest of these niggas got Floyd cosigns.
Also, Booth's name is attached to Crawford, so that alone is gonna give him attention.
Listen. Let's
It
rewind.
is.
Let's rewind. You said something
Cass.
that needs to be focused on. You said if the fans see him fight, the
Right.
zone isn't watched in
Platform.
America. It's no one watches it. So it's like again, Canelo's momentum went downwards because no one was able to access his fights. The
Oh, we
app.
have
Wait,
YouTube,
be-
Twitter.
bear
No,
with me.
but
Bear with
let him
me. Bear
finish.
with
I
me.
feel him kind of.
Bear with me. The app, the zone costs $30 a month. Okay. There's nothing on it but boxing. If you're an American citizen, there's nothing on that app but boxing. No American citizen is spending $30 a month when
And they
ESPN.
went up 250 a year for that shit.
Bro, I
But
want y'all to keep it a buck, bro. How many of you niggas are actually really buying these pay-per-views
Nigga, I got the
and
zone.
me,
I go to
I buy
fights. I go to
because this
pay
is
per views. All
yeah.
that
This
shit.
is
no,
the
I'm
thing.
saying
When I
you not buying every single damn fight.
but okay, but that supports my point because if I'm not buying every pay per view, I'm definitely not spending $30 a month to watch Boots crush guys that aren't
I don't
really. They're
know.
not good fights. They're not good fights, honestly.
The
That's
And then
your
stable, the
opinion.
stable.
If he fights
I
Stanley
like
Otis,
Eddie
that's a
Hearn.
good fight. If he
I mean,
fight
but not to
Mario
casuals,
Barrios,
to hardcores, yeah, but that's not expanding his brand to
yeah,
the casuals. And I do admit, I don't want to say Eddie Hearn is out of touch because Eddie Hearn is a great promoter, bro. So he kind of sniffs out the media outlets. That's why he had motherfuckers on Breakfast Club. I think Eddie Hearn is a smart man to know I ain't black, but let me find what's hip in the black culture and shift and
yeah,
push you over there. I don't think he one of them out of touch white guys, so I can't give him that. But I will say the zone is just not the platform because of the viewership. Like even a regular fight, because you know Boots ain't gonna be pay per view, but it's just like paying pay
not
per
yet.
view. If the first time I want to see him, I gotta drop $30 or 250 for a year. Like that's absurd. You know what I
listen,
mean?
Boots won't be pay per view because the road to building a pay per view fighter, it's like your events gradually get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then once it's at the there's a capacity point where it's so big that you have to put the guy on pay per view. It's impossible to do on the zone because no one has the zone. No one has the zone, and no one cares
Okay,
about
hold
it.
up. So he's gonna fight in Philly. Let's say he brings a big crowd out to Philly, which he should. If he don't, then them Philly niggas should be ashamed. There's no
But
way you have a fighter like that and
But
you
like,
don't go on supporting him,
but
bro.
whether or not he has a big audience in Philly really doesn't make a difference for pay per view because when you're trying to become a pay per view fighter, your audience is the country, not just one
Yeah,
city.
not
So
your
so
hometown, and
Man,
you
hold on.
supposed to do
First of
well in
all,
your
no.
hometown.
The first of all, it's only let's say Boots gets in there with Conor Ben. That's a pay per view fight.
no, it's
Let's
not.
Fuck
say
no.
yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
Yes, it
No,
is.
it's
Yes, it is.
In the UK,
listen.
maybe.
You're someone who is on boxing Twitter and you're a boxing hardcore. What if you ask any of your friends who don't really know a lot about boxing if they even know who Conor Ben is? They're
I
gonna
swear
say
to
no.
God,
I
they're
mean,
gonna
I
say
could ask
no.
them same people, do you know who Lomachenko is? They
No,
gonna
they're
say
gonna say
no.
I no,
That's a
not
lie
true.
because
Not true.
Lomachenko is on ES. Lomachenko has
ESPN
fought on
promoted the shit out of
ESPN
him.
the last 8 years, so that's a
Yes,
lie.
come on, man. Come on.
Bro, what outside of Tank Davis, what pay per view stars has them niggas really built?
That's not what you're. But you're changing your argument every sentence.
Yeah,
You
Okay,
said
you
no,
did
no, I'm
change your
not. That's
you
the
argument.
did
point of this
because you said
conversation.
you no listen. You said if I ask any of my friends who Lomachenko is, they're not going to know. You didn't say if Lomachenko has been on pay per view. That's two different conversations.
Okay, okay. Let me ask
Lomachenko
you
has
a
been on.
question.
Listen, Lomachenko has been on ESPN for the last 8 years. There's a lot of people who know him because of that. If you're
And
on
when he still ain't
ESPN,
no damn star. And by the way, neither is
But
Devin.
you
that's
But
why
keep
he ain't
you
been on
keep
pay per
you
view. That's
keep
why they
switch.
ain't
It
put him
doesn't
on
matter,
pay per
yo. You
view.
keep switching. You keep switching what you're saying because you just went from people don't know him. He's a star. He's a pay per view. It's three different conversation points.
no, it's
And
What?
not. But and by the way, because Boots has been fighting on PBC cards for I don't know how long now. What have they really done for his career? Go ahead, answer me the question.
what have they done for his
Hopefully he was
career?
trying to wait on Spencer. I mean, you got niggas
But
like
wait,
How
Danny
long a nigga
Garcia and
supposed to
Thurman.
wait? He's
But
wait,
26 years
no,
old.
wait,
but we're not
blunt.
saying he's not supposed to make a move. But
Wait,
I'm
blunt.
saying,
Chill. Blunt.
let
Chill.
me
Wait a
cook,
minute.
let me
Wait a
cook.
minute.
G,
Blunts.
go
Listen.
ahead.
Listen. Boots is first of all. Boots is not a PBC fighter. He was fighting on Showtime. That's not that PBC doesn't own Showtime. So you can't
You
say
know who is a
whether
PBC
I,
fighter?
what
Gary
what you're
Russell. What the fuck is he doing? Not nothing.
but what is that? Okay, so you know who's a DAZN fighter? Andy Cruz. What is he
Standing on
doing?
this.
Nothing.
Standing on
What
this.
but what are you you're comparing like we could
yeah,
compare
you all
anyone.
over the place, Dirt.
No, I'm
You're
not,
like
bro. All these PBC fighters, none of the niggas are fighting, bro. They're not active. They're not
No,
doing
no,
shit.
that's what I'm agreeing with you on for dates wise to stay active. Go earn with Hearn, get your dates, but it's not.
Exactly.
But
You
no, but it's
can't.
not helping your exposure. It doesn't
Yes,
help
it
if you're not
is.
fighting. No,
yo,
listen, cuz let me
Yes,
finish.
I'm
it
Let me
is.
finish, cuz can I
li-
finish? It's you're getting a fight. It's better than you not fighting at all. So you're correct in that regard. But since the zone is such a small, hardcore base, you don't get him to pay per view status just
So it's
on the
Showtime.
zone.
Niggas ain't got
No,
Showtime like that.
are you
Showtime it
serious?
doesn't exist
No,
anymore.
they don't.
Showtime, but
Oh, what
people
you
niggas been watching Showtime for this past 30 years for boxing, bro. Stop it.
No,
Like,
they haven't. You talking about HBO.
no, I'm talking
No,
about
listen, bro, you're
Showtime.
wrong.
Mike
You're wrong.
Tyson
You're
was
Showtime
on
just came around
Showtime.
for boxing.
Mike
you're
Tyson was
wrong,
on
dog. Listen,
Showtime.
listen, listen. Showtime is in over 20 million households when it was active. It's no longer active, but when it was active, it was in 20 million households.
Not for no
ES,
damn boxing.
what do you mean? Not for
Mike
boxing. If you
Tyson was signed to them. I don't
Them
get what he's
niggas.
saying.
Blunts. Listen, Blunts. Listen. If you have Showtime, you have boxing. If you you can't say not for boxing.
Yeah,
It's
but no,
one
but
and the
you
same.
you convoluting the people that got Showtime for shit like Game of Thrones for niggas that watch boxing. You convoluting
But
the two.
that's the point is
That's
there's an
HBO.
opportunity to reach up to
Either
eight
way,
twenty million people. It's
Just
about the
fucking with
opportunity. The zone is under in under. I don't know this for a fact, but I could guess because no one really has it. I could tell you the zone is probably in under 200,000 people's households. So
you. Yeah,
imagine
I don't know about
what's
that.
the opportunity.
I could look it up right now.
If you look it up on the app store, there's gonna be they don't have the actual active subscriber count. They have download count, but that's irrelevant because like I've downloaded the Zone app before, but I've never used it. So it's like to look up download
So
counts is nothing.
the zone has 20 million global subscribers.
Yeah, don't I don't care about global. Talk to me about
Why not,
American
bro? You're not the only country in the world.
because how many big pay-per-views have happened outside this country?
Look, bro. Look, let me tell you
No, it
something.
ain't
Let
no
me tell you
look.
something.
I
Hey,
answered your
look,
question. Answer
60
mine.
million registered premium users globally.
Like I said,
Well, there you go.
That's not a lot, bro.
listen,
That is
listen,
a lot.
60
but
million globally?
Yes.
Okay, bro. But do you
listen.
know that means not in the US, I'm talking about globally, and most of them people got soccer and other shit
For
on the
for a niche
zone.
sport like boxing, that's a lot.
Yes. It's not
Listen,
just for boxing though, bro.
it
That's what he's
doesn't
trying to tell
matter
you.
because you listen, you're talking about global impact. It makes no difference because at the end of the day, if you're a guy like Boots, you want to be a pay-per-view phenomenon in America. All the
America.
biggest
Yeah, I feel
pay-per-views in
that.
the history of boxing have happened in this country. You know why? Because if you're a big pay-per-view fighter and you go to Las Vegas pays you a premium to fight in their city because if you're a Tank Davis, a Floyd Mayweather, a Manny Pacquiao, Canelo, you go to Vegas and guess what? People stay in the hotels, they gamble, they eat food, and that costs more money. So
Hey,
Vegas pays you a
hey,
little.
hey, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. The most important thing for Boots is not about the platform he fights on. The most important thing for him is performances. The reason why Tank eventually became a pay-per-view star is because he was knocking motherfuckers out cold.
That's
If
Right.
Boots
wrong.
start yeah,
That's wrong.
if Boots start doing that shit and build that Mike Tyson aura and with that boogeyman aura that he already has, he's bound to be a star, bro.
That's not how it
Certain
works. You have to.
fighters,
That ain't how it
yeah,
That's
works.
not
certain
how it
fighters
works.
I
don't
don't think
need.
so, man,
I
because
know.
he too nice, man.
Yo, it's not
He
What's,
even
don't
His
have
about
no
art.
personality.
no, he
personality to go
not.
with that. He don't
He not
have
out
no
here. He
personality
ain't
to
out here
sell it.
calling Terrence Crawford no
Art.
hoes and
Art.
Let's
It's
stuff.
not
let's be
about.
real. Let's
Not
keep it a
saying it
buck, bro.
happened.
Boots is more marketable than a Devin Haney or Shakur.
No,
Wait a minute. It doesn't
I
matter.
agree. I agree, but he's
He
not a
is.
star.
Y'all are not
He is.
focusing on
Like no
what.
homo, no homo in terms of looks,
as a
fighting
as a
style. He's more
fighting
marketable
wise,
than both of them niggas.
Art.
That's some other shit.
Art.
That's
We
the
not
most important
focusing
thing,
on.
wise,
Art.
yeah.
We not
The
focusing
reason
on
why is
what's
because he gets
required to make
knockouts
a
and
pay per
stuff.
view
Devin
fighter.
Haney ain't got no personality. That nigga boring as shit. His daddy do all the talking.
Well, that's why he ain't no pay-per-view star.
Yo,
Shit.
Art. I got a jet, bro, because I'm heading to this event. I got to dip out.
I don't even know why we use that nigga as
All
an
right, that's
example.
cool.
He ain't no star neither.
Ooh.
Devin Haney.
No, I don't ever use him as an example. But what I'm
Yeah,
trying to
if
say
he,
is most of these fighters have bigger national platforms, and DAZN is not a big national platform. Showtime was, it was better, it wasn't huge, but even Spence had dates on
hey,
Fox
hey,
to connect him
hey,
with the people. Like that DAZN shit is not the best place to build you in the like you say, Eddie
and
Hearn will move them around, and YouTube helps because you get some highlight reel knockouts. You will get some looks, but
and
go
here's
ahead.
the most important part that Lex and everybody's ignoring. Once Crawford and Spence are gonna be gone, and that's gonna be soon, all them black fans that supported Crawford and Spence, a lot of them are naturally gonna have to migrate over to Boots.
Some of them already are. A lot of Spence fans who ride with Spence already are, but he's scared of boots. I'm like, that's cool.
Exactly. And
That's
if
cool.
Boots keep putting on performances, bro, his name is bound to grow bigger. It's
You
so
need a
like
name that he need Crawford because right now I hate it that nothing else is going to build his name without another name.
Bro,
Like
I feel
standing on
Conor
this
like
ain't
Ben.
going to
Conor
do
Ben
it.
is a name. You might not like it, but that's a
it's the
name, bro.
performance. I feel like it's more than
Conor
just the
Ben. And also,
performance.
here's something y'all ignoring. Let's say Santillan, that dude on Top Rank, go out there and knock out Brian Norman. You know the Mexicans will start getting behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Boots can still fight Virgil Ortiz. If Virgil beat Tim Tszyu, all of a sudden that's a big fight in the future, bro. Boots has names that he can fight. That's not an issue.
These
The
niggas
issue
not
for
outside.
him,
For you to say Conor Ben is a known name, that's kind
he
of
is,
let me know
bro.
where you at with things. You kind of a hardcore mug. Like you can't walk down no street in America and ask him who Conor Ben is.
First of all, ain't the casuals don't really know who Crawford is even to this day.
No,
So
that's
Nah,
not
they
true.
they
That's
really
not
don't.
they know
true. That's
Crawford
not
now.
true, bro.
No, they
Especially after the
don't, bro.
Spence beat down.
The
If
only
you didn't
niggas
know
They
that know
Crawford
definitely know
before
Crawford,
Crawford
then, you
now,
definitely
bro.
know now.
They definitely know who he
no,
is
they
now.
don't. And so if I went down and asked somebody's random mama, do you know who Terrence Crawford is? She gonna say yes.
I don't think she'd say
Somebody
yes to
mama,
anybody
no.
except Floyd
Okay,
and
so the casuals don't
that's
know.
it. Nah, stop it. The mama didn't order the pay-per-view neither though. So stop it. A lot of casuals did, bro.
Okay,
Like you know what
let's
I mean?
ask. I could ask some random ass old man outside. Do you know who Terrence Crawford is? He gonna say yes.
He gonna be on that boy from Nebraska who be whooping ass. That's what he gonna say. Go ask the old man outside if you know him if you want to. You gonna have a surprising result because Bud get a lot of respect in the boxing world, especially after that ass beat against Spence. Like I was rooting for Spence, but Bud got his props and a lot of people know him. I still wouldn't throw him on pay-per-view against any old body, and I think that's his problem. I think he expect that type of paper, and he's still not a star. But none of them are stars when we talking about Floyd.
Hey,
Manny Pacquiao is
you you
star.
you,
None of
you
them
know how I
are.
know? You know how I know Boo's gonna be a star when Eddie Hearn signed him to that. When that shit was announced, that shit was everywhere, bro. Like, and at least in the boxing community, like when these other fighters get signed to Matchroom or PBC, that shit don't be going
I
viral
mean,
like that.
that was Eddie Hearn's biggest signing since being at the zone. You damn right it was a big
Even
deal.
even Devin didn't get that kind of attention
Nah,
when he signed to
of course,
Matchroom.
because Devin wasn't half as popular as he was now. But two, it was like Eddie is banking on a Floyd paying off for him in the States. He know if he can get a US pay-per-view star like he made with Anthony Joshua over there, he paid for life.
Well, he
You know
got
what
a
I'm saying?
Floyd now. He got a Floyd now.
Nah, not
Devin is
yet.
not Floyd.
Not
Devin
yet.
is Devin.
Nah, he was banking on him to be there, so he putting up some bread to bank on Boots. And you right, but unless he has a dance partner, bro, this is I don't you need a dance
I don't
partner.
think Boots will ever be as big as a Floyd, but I think he got a chance to be bigger than Devin because I keep saying it, bro. He's a more exciting fighter. That
But he need a
matters.
dance partner, G. He needs somebody. Even Haney didn't get a lot of
No, he
eyes on
don't.
him till he fought Loma. Till he
No, he don't. No, he
who don't
don't.
got a dance
Because
partner? Who never had
because
a dance partner
because
and got
Tank
big, bro?
and y'all keep bringing up Floyd. Y'all keep bringing up Floyd, but part of the reason why Tank became as big as he is that viral knockout against Leo Santa Cruz. Boots is
He was
capable of
already
doing shit like that.
no. For one, Leo had a name. Let's not act like Leo ain't a two-time champ, and then let's not act like Floyd Cosign is not the biggest deal in boxing. So you get eyes on you for that. Even Carmel Morton,
But
dude.
remember
Even
Blunts when I
Carmel got
said that?
more.
Remember when I said that? Y'all was looking at me crazy. I said Gervonta got the cosign from the biggest
That's the
fucking name in
official nigga.
boxing.
Carmel,
And nigga said,
Carmel,
ah
the
nah.
So
the
did
young
Devin.
nigga Carmel, the young no he didn't. The young nigga Carmel got more followers than a lot of current professional boxers, and that's because he got the Floyd
He
cosign.
got more followers than the nigga who beat him in the amateurs.
That's what I'm trying to got the Floyd cosign. So you can't act like that's not relevant, bro. And Boots don't have, even though Boots got the cosign of the support, but he ain't tied to TMT, he ain't tied to PBC. So Floyd ain't going out his way to, to support him, and that's kind of weak, but it's business. But the point
I
being
wouldn't even
made,
want a Floyd. I wouldn't even want to be with Floyd at this point because we know that nigga don't want nobody to surpass him.
well, it don't matter. You can end up like Tank. You don't want me to surpass you, but I'm here. Thank you. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm my own man, my own boss now. Like
And
so
Hmm.
then
to use it as a
Tank like that
catalyst,
son that outgrew his dad.
yeah. Hey, my dad just happened to be rich. I ain't gotta fuck with him when I grow up, but shit, I'm gonna abuse the fruits of the of the labor. Goddamn me! So it is what I'm rooting for Boots though. But everybody need a dance partner. Even Floyd wasn't a household name. Well, he was a name, but not a
Why can't
household
Eddie?
name until he fought Oscar.
So what can Al do as far as getting him dance partners that Eddie can't?
I mean, with the Turkey dude,
Put
he
the
can get
money
it.
up,
With the
nigga.
Turkish dude, he can get
That's it.
everything now. The Turkish
Bro,
dude, I
if
told
Al
you, the
don't
put
got
Turkish.
more
money
money than Eddie.
No, we said the Turkish dude changed
That's what I'm
everything. He can
saying.
get him
That
every
turkey
fight
dude gonna
now.
put that money up for
We
him,
gotta
bro.
stop calling that nigga Turkish, bro. That's disrespectful. That's like
I
me.
ain't say I ain't say the Turkey. I ain't say like
I
the
just say
Turkish dude. I'm
turkey.
talking about that's the Turkish, like that's the one Turkish guy. That's his
That's
name,
like me
Turkish.
calling you Nigerian. You
Hey,
know that one Nigerian nigga blunts in boxing.
if I'm a Nigerian nigga, that's who I am. Cuz you feel me? I ain't mad at it. That's who I am.
Excuse me. Excuse me, Mr. White Man. Thank you for
Mister,
bringing us here.
yes, Mister Saudi man. Thank you for bringing your oil money to boxing,
Nah,
my
I
friend.
just call
Straight up.
him turkey.
Yeah. Nah, but point
Yeah,
being
yeah.
made, ain't nobody finna pay Crawford that type of bread. That's why Spence had to concede some of the money that he had to give to him because Crawford wanted astronomical paper for a name that you're not worth for real. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
all I know is, bro, it's no more excuses for Bud Crawford and his fans talking about, oh, Boots ain't worth no money. That Turkish dude said, I'm willing to put up the
He gonna
bread.
fight Boots, bro. Crawford's not scared of Boots. I hope y'all
No,
know
I'm
that.
not saying he isn't, but
And I'm
I'm
not even
saying
the
that
biggest
the
Crawford
reason he
fan.
didn't want to fight Boots is because the bread wasn't there. Now that the bread is there, let's stand on it, bro. Let's
There's
see
no
what
excuse.
happens.
That's why
But
I
that's
hate
Yeah.
on
why
I people talking about this next Triple G dude. I pray this ain't no fucking fluke. I hope he did not lose to that dude at all. I hope he
Nah, he
fight
ain't gonna
Bud
lose
on
to him.
Marshall.
Bud is a dog, bro. Like
yeah,
he
He
not
is,
like a
but
lot
for
of these
some reason
fighters.
I ain't gonna lie. I seen Bud having a little trouble about Eastern European guys.
me
It's
too.
not
Mean
it's just
Mean
machine.
Machine dropped
it's
him.
just the style. It's not saying that he sucked compared to them. It's just the style can offset his style just a little bit.
And
Yeah,
they
He's
but
more
more
one thing
focused.
about Bud, if you clip his ass, bro, he gonna want to fight. That's how
I was
he
just
is.
gonna say the dog come out of him when he get hit, boy. So when you
Yeah.
hit him, you better finish because that boy coming back.
Yeah,
You
it's gonna be a
know.
Yep.
good fight. It's gonna be a good fight because
But
that dude
I
might.
didn't like Turkey. You got me saying Turkey now. I didn't like Turkish Sheik saying the Crawford Benavidez. Why ain't the only thing coming out your mouth is Boots and Crawford? So that made me wonder: is Crawford not agreeing to this boot shit?
I
No,
don't
because
know. I don't.
yeah, that's weird. Because why
You
would you come
know,
out? Why would you come out and propose that
Boots.
fight?
He did send out a message and said that Crawford chose that other dude instead of him. He said Turkey never had him on the line first.
See,
Did he?
I ain't see
Mm.
that. Now
That's
that's
what the
big
streets are
news.
Well, there's
saying.
one thing Boost can do. Boost can do to get in the way of Bud Crawford going undisputed because that's what he wants to do. He could go up to 50, with 54 and fight that IBF champion at Moratella, whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
And if he beats him, Bud got to see him if you want to go undisputed. You know, get in the way of get in the way of his plans of becoming undisputed.
That's crazy. Bub about to be the unified champion at 154 within like the next couple months
Yeah,
because
that's
Fedora's not gonna fight him. Fedora's probably gonna fuck around and fight Spence for no belt.
oh, I want y'all to, bro. We gotta give Tim Zoo his flowers, bro. This dude is active. This dude is not ducking
I
no
do.
smoke
He
from nobody,
throwback.
bro.
He
I ain't gonna
throwback.
lie. I talked a lot of shit about Tim. I definitely did. I even rooted against him against that Fedora fight.
Bro, and he would have won that fight
But
if it wasn't for
but
that. I don't care what nobody say. He
nah.
would have knocked that motherfucker out, bro. Yes, he would have. Fundora's goofy ass is not better than
Nah,
Tim Zoo.
Fedora, he adapted to the game plan. He adapted.
Ah,
He
stop
Yeah,
it, bro.
changed.
That nigga got cut and it was over.
that could always be argued that if he wouldn't have cut him, but the game plan that Fundura continued to go with was skill, and
It
you
was
can't
still,
say it was just because of
bro.
the cut.
It was simple because all he did
Nah,
was just
it was
jab
the cut,
straight,
bro.
jab straight, jab straight, jab straight.
Let me ask you a
Yeah,
question.
straight
If
jab,
that
jab,
was
jab,
Bud
jab.
Exactly.
Crawford, if you put Bud Crawford and Boots Anderson there with a blind motherfucker, bro, they knocking his ass out.
Well, everybody not those type of dudes. He ain't
Right,
FBA nigga.
man.
He's his own fighter. You know, he went in there and did his thing. He got the W.
No,
He
okay,
got
okay.
that W, bro.
Forget, forget all of that. Let me rephrase what I meant to say. If you put in a real killer in there with Tim Zoo, like even a Virgil Ortiz against a blind Tim Zoo, he's stopping his ass, bro. Or at least he
Tizu
he's at
got
least
chill. He
dominating the
was
fight.
there. He was there.
And that's what Fundura did. Dominated the
No,
fight.
Fundora did not dominate the fight, bro.
What?
Nah,
Bro,
What?
Fedora
that
won
nigga's
like
a
fucking
fraud.
7, 8 rounds easy, in my
Come
opinion.
on,
Man, that
bro.
nigga's a fraud.
No, you just don't like him.
Nah,
But we call a spade with that fight.
nah.
That nigga Tim
Nah, that
Zubin,
nigga was
outside of
blind.
them
Because
two
look,
rounds,
this
okay, he
what
was
I
Bro,
blind,
he
but he
he
still
broke
lost
that
them
nigga
rounds.
nose. He
hold on.
broke that nigga Fundora's nose in the first round.
This what I say. Everybody talking about he got cut. Well, nigga, did his hands get cut off too, nigga? Because Fedora hands was working just fine, nigga. He was throwing punches while Tim was throwing 1, 2 shots, nigga. That's not
Yeah,
enough to win no rounds, bro.
can't see.
He lost so many rounds to Fedora, not even throwing punches.
He
If we
couldn't
being
Yeah,
see.
real,
well, let's see the damn rematch then. I bet you won't put money on Fundora.
we could
I
have
bet
seen
I
the
would.
rematch, but he going into that
I bet
vacant.
you won't. How much you want to
I,
put on it?
I put money on him last time. How about that?
And don't
Exactly.
say no
One.
$30 either. You gotta stand on it.
Nigga, that ain't part about me. I'm a Lannister. I always pay my debts. You feel me? So, point being made,
Oh, you watch
I bet.
Game of Thrones?
Yes, I
Okay.
do. But I
Yeah.
bet with Fundura last time because I felt like even without the cut, he would win the fight as long as he fights tall. But
I picked Fedora that same day, and niggas was like, "Oh, Art man, you tweaking, you tweaking." I'm like, "Nah, niggas, the favorites can lose."
Man, that's just you being biased though. If that would have happened
Nah,
to
I
Dev, you'd
swear
have
it
said he
wasn't no
couldn't
bite.
see.
Look, because if
hey,
you
he
go look at
would.
my
He
tweet,
definitely would.
nah, go look at my tweet. I picked out exactly how he was gonna win. I said he has that reach. If he jabs straight him all night, he's gonna win that fight. I literally
Hmm.
said that in the tweet. I could pull that shit up.
He
Receipt.
hey, okay, bro. He
Even the
literally took
Brian Mendoza
Fundora's
fight.
jab away. Before the cut, he took Fundora's jab away and was piecing his ass up.
Well,
And then the cut happened and everything changed.
and my thing is, y'all can't blame the cut because he could have just quit.
Yeah, I'd have had
He
him
Why
could have
would
stop that
Tim
stayed.
Zoo
night. No
quit?
But
contest. No
instead,
contest
look, but
because it could have been
instead
no contest.
he stayed thinking he was gonna throw some punches and he didn't throw any punch. So it's like,
Nah, cause he a dog, bro. Tim Zoo's not built like that. He not finna
Yeah, I
quit.
like Tim Zoo. I like Tim Zoo. He got some dog in him, and
bro,
that's what we
He a
were
real.
saying though.
That's
the
what we
thing
like, right? We like dogs, right?
let me
Niggas that
bring it up.
got
I
heart.
gotta bring it up.
And I like Fundura.
Let me cook. The reason why I feel like I can't give Tim Zoo too much credit because look at Better B versus Marcus Brown. When he got cut, he knew exactly what to do, which is
Look
throw
at
some
Badu
damn
Jack versus
punches.
what
Marcus
was that?
Brown.
Yeah.
What happened
Well, that's
when niggas
because
get
Marcus
cut?
Brown is a bum.
They start throwing punches, bro.
Well, you
They
start talking
throwing
like Fundura
punches.
bum.
I view Marcus Brown as a better fighter than Fedora.
No,
Most
he
definitely.
not. No, he
No.
not.
He
Stop
is.
it. At least that nigga been a champion, bro. Like, what the fuck is Marcus Brown doing in boxing
He
Nothing.
just
outside of the
became a
Olympics?
champion tonight. What you talking about? We not tonight this year.
Against who?
Tim.
Huh?
That's what. But
That's what
Fundora
I
done
said.
beat
Fedora
Lupin
just became
before,
a
so
champion.
he's fought some decent
Fedora
people.
wasn't a champion before.
No.
Oh my lord.
This is the first championship.
Who did Fedora win a belt over? prior to this
Nobody.
fight? Nobody.
Nobody.
What point you making with that though? I'm trying.
No, no. Then he I
Yeah,
think
that's
he
the point.
won like a vacant belt against
Oh,
Lubin or
yeah, the
some
little
shit.
interim, the little 154
Yeah, that
interim.
interim belt, not a real
That's a good
belt.
win. Lubin's a good win.
Lubin was a good win.
And low key, he was beating Mendoza until he got
I,
caught.
I picked him to beat Mendoza, and I
Beating
was so
Badu Jack
happy.
was a good win.
Who
Yeah.
beat Battle Jack?
Did Marcus Brown beat Badu Jack or am I tweaking?
Now, who was that fight he had that cut in?
I
Was
don't
that
think
Lucian
so.
Bute he had that cut against
Against
when he had that big ass scar in the middle of his forehead? Like, it was terrible. Like, I think it was
Gene
against
against a
Lucian Bute.
juiced up Gene Pascal.
Yeah, yeah, it was.
Uh-huh. It was who?
Gene Pascal.
Pascal.
Yeah, Pascal.
Point being made, he had a scar too, nigga. Still did his thing, nigga. Fuck that,
Man, that
nigga.
was
Bute.
But
different.
long story short, Benavidez,
The straight red. That was different.
he threw the motherfucking hands while Tim Tszyu didn't throw hands when he was cut.
Look, bro, I just want to see the
And
rematch because I
personally,
know Tim is a better
I feel
fighter.
like if Fundura fight that fight, he wins that fight every time like that. Every time.
Y'all think
Uh,
Tim Tszyu gonna beat what's his name though? Virgil Ortiz?
that's a 50-50 fight, bro.
That's a 50-50 fight. And then, Virgil didn't make weight against Delorme at
Bro, you
154.
haven't heard over there at Golden Boy, nigga. They don't give a fuck about making weight, niggas. Just show up.
But
Oh
one
my
thing that I've
God.
seen so far,
Oh my God.
I
Get this
think
guy out of here.
If I lie, hey, hold on. If I lie, Butch boxing over there at Golden Boy, hey, they don't give a fuck about no weight, nigga. They just
We
show
care
up
about
to
yeah,
the
the
I
win,
fucking
think
nigga.
Tim Tszyu got
We
a
care
better
about the
chin.
W, nigga.
See, one thing
and
about Tim
and
Tszyu, I don't think you
bro,
gonna beat him by making him like quit, which is what Virgil does. He makes people quit. I
But
don't
didn't
think
he
you
get
can make a
dropped
guy like.
against Terrell Gachet?
Yeah, he
yeah,
did, but
that
that was
was
like a
nasty.
one shot. That's not really what Virgil does. He's like an Earl Spence.
I
He
was
breaks you
looking at
down
that fight,
great
man.
gradually.
You
I'm gonna
say
keep it
what?
1,000. I still feel like he got on this bike on purpose.
On
Who?
what?
Goucher.
Nah, because
I
Goucher was
was
felt
literally
that power.
front
That's
row
why.
at that
Yeah,
fight,
Goucher
nigga.
felt that
Front
power.
row.
That nigga felt that power. That
Yeah,
nigga,
that's what it was.
Tim got some pop to his punches. The way and even though Tony Harrison, of course, is not but the way he did Tony Harrison, I ain't see that coming. I ain't see the mauling that he did of Tony Harrison coming. I thought he would just beat him convincingly and that's that. But the
He cut off
mauling,
the ring on that nigga.
that nigga
You
went
know why he cut
crazy
off?
on
You
that
see
nigga.
how small that fucking ring is? Talking about he cut off the ring, of course.
Hey,
The
either
ring
way,
is
man.
small as shit.
Hey, A side rules, baby. You see when Plant fought Benavidez, them motherfuckers was fighting on a soccer field. You feel me?
Now,
So
one thing I
Bro,
did notice in that fight that people didn't peep is when it became an inside fight between Tony and Tim Tszyu. Low key, Tony Harrison was winning them exchanges. So
yeah, I
that
mean, but
tells me, I was gonna say real quick, that tells me if Earl Spence was right, him and Tim Tszyu would be a good fight. But I think Tim Tszyu will clip him because Tim Tszyu is an underrated counterpuncher.
bro, who the fuck is Spence gonna fight? He coming back all heavy and
who the
shit.
Spence
See,
fight?
this is what I'm talking about with PBC, bro. Even they stars are not active.
No, I think this distribution deal and this network deal is just shifting shit, bro. Ain't nowhere I mean, the zone is a place that's a new platform that's dedicated just to boxing. You got boxing is like the seventh. No, wait a minute. Man. The boxing is like the seventh sport in America. So there's no station that's dedicated to boxing. That's why, as much as people root against Showtime, that was the last thing we had that was just dedicated to the sport, bro. You know what I mean? So I think that's the problem that they don't have secure network dates to where they got 200 fighters. So, like you say, go earn with Hearn, go get your bag. But I think once they figure this year out with Amazon, they make a few big checks with Tank and Canelo. I think they clear a bigger budget and they start, I think the dates open up then if they're not
I
already
feel,
working on a deal somewhere else.
and I said it before. I feel like PBC they banking on Canelo bringing in the revenue right now to before they start spreading out fights and putting money into certain places. Because what would you guys rather do? Would y'all rather be the fighter who fights for 25 million in one fight, or fight for 10 million in the course of 3 fights?
Yeah. And from what I know about PBC, from what I know from people who talk, and they say Al Heyman preached that don't burn yourself out boxing. You know what I mean? Don't fuck all that fighting 4 times a year shit. You know what I'm saying? Preserve your faculties and stack, invest your bread and this ain't everything. So, you know, when you got somebody in your ear kind of helping you maneuver like that, your thinking is a little different for a fan. It's not great for us because we want to see motherfuckers fight every weekend. But if you think about,
Bro,
you know,
Spence got 25 million. That's on paper
it's
for
on
the
paper,
fucking
bro.
Crawford fight, nigga. You think why
Then he got bread from the fight before. And the
bro?
Mikey Garcia, he got a nice bag. I think he got like 15, 20 M's off the Mikey fight.
So that's why he walking around here with a big smile on his face, because despite the L, but
Because
he
Crawford was
enacted
only
the
seeing
L, bro.
3 M's a fight before he got that Avenesian fight. You feel me? He was only seeing 3 to 5 M's a fight. Like, shit, man. I feel motherfuckers not going crashing and burning with this shit, but at the same time, like you say, when you building fighters, that's why I feel them going to ESPN in the beginning or earning with her in the interim while you niggas figure this shit out. Because one thing I respected about Boots kind of set it out and hoped that the Spence Crawford thing will work out in his favor. Whoever win gonna fight me. But them niggas vamped on his ass. You hear me on some Crawford was like, fuck you, I'm
See,
out of here. I'm like,
see,
Jesus Christ.
see. One of the biggest differences between Boots and Earl Spence is, bro, that kid really loved boxing. I think Earl views boxing like a business and something that takes
That is
care of
something
his
my dad
family
just
and
put
his.
me in. I've been doing it since I
Yeah,
was a
yeah,
kid. I'm good at it,
Bro,
but I really don't love it for real.
yeah.
you gotta
Boots
understand.
is one of them niggas that will fight for free. I'm not saying that's what he want, but I'm saying that he would. If he wasn't getting paid, he would still be in boxing.
This nigga
I don't
Spence,
think
bro.
Earl will be doing that.
Nas said it best in the song, nigga. Everybody says the same thing, but what would you do, nigga, if you seen your name on 100 of them things, man? Come
Do
on,
you
man,
hear me? What would
Of
you
course,
say?
of course,
nigga.
everybody want to get paid. Everybody
But
want to
like
get paid, but what I'm saying is the passion is different,
the passion
and
is
that makes a
different.
difference.
No, that makes the entire difference between Floyd and Adrian Broner. You know,
Facts.
when I still wake up at midnight and I'm 500 million up and I go run 8 miles at midnight because that's just who I am. You feel me? Like it ain't
Yeah,
no this ain't I ain't gotta get up. Well, Floyd say I ain't gotta get ready because I stay ready. You know what I mean? And so that's just kind of when I saw Boots on this once again a Showtime presentation. This nigga was climbing up the vacant house on a rope with his pops. I said,
yep,
you niggas is cut different. You feel me? You niggas, like you say, live, shit, and breathe this. It's like a Mikey Garcia and a Floyd when your whole family boxing you the baby. You know what I'm saying? You just
yeah.
gonna get it honest. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Boots is special in that regard. So I hope he just get a dance part of the show it because standing on this ain't it. I would like Virgil Ortiz because he has a
Nah,
name.
bro, Stanios is a good step up, bro. We can't just throw
Nah,
him out the window.
No,
I,
fuck
That's a
that,
good.
man.
the reason
Fuck
why
that.
I don't give him
Compared
the
to the people
same
Boo's
thing.
been fighting, bro, that's he gonna get respect for Stanion,
That nigga
especially.
haven't fought in like 2 years, bro.
Yeah, Standing on
Yeah,
this
but
ain't
he about to
even
fight on
did
Canelo
shit.
undercard. He fighting
Yeah,
next week.
and that's great, but what has he done? Like I say, a dance partner with a name. Like when I say when
No,
Floyd
let me
fought
tell you what he's
Oscar,
done.
when
Let me
Canelo
tell you
fought
what he's done
Floyd.
though. For one, he fought Butayev, which was a good win. Y'all saw what Butayev did to Jamal James, so that was a good win by
Yeah, it's a good
Stanionis.
win. Good win.
Yeah, and
Keep in
then
mind we are hardcore fans now. Let's keep going though. Keep cooking.
yeah, I mean, still, bro, it's only so many fighters that the casuals know anyway. So like, if Boots were only to fight fighters that casuals know, it would literally come down to one nigga, Bud Crawford or Earl
I mean,
Spence. So
but that's why I'm mad Danny didn't want to fight him. That's why I'm mad
Keith,
Keith didn't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? It was like, y'all some suckers for this shit because
Keith would have
fight
fought him
this
for the
man.
bread, bro.
Keith would have fought him
it,
for the bread.
hey, if Boots become unified champion, because that's the main reason he should fight Stanionis to become unified, and then let's say Keith Boots' name gets more bigger, Keith might entertain that fight. You know,
Yeah, I don't know. I
especially
think he would have.
especially if Eddie
If
if Eddie offered that
Turkish,
nigga the bet.
if Turkish Alashik, if them niggas come through, we talking a whole different story. But I think I heard Turner
Exactly.
wanted 10 million though, and so Eddie Hearn, I don't think he'll blow the dude money, but Eddie Hearn ain't finna just be cashing out on no dumb shit neither. He's already done that, you know what I mean, and tried to sign these fighters and with Devin, overpaid Devin and wasn't selling, and you know what I mean. Eddie gonna pick his cards right, but with the like you say, Turkish Al Sheikh money just changed everything. If it was just Eddie, I would be concerned about the limit or the ceiling. You know what I mean? But with Turkish Al Sheikh, I don't know what can happen. Like we might get Bud Crawford next fucking with that dude. You know, I mean, we might get Crawford Boots next if you know fucking with him. So I just don't know. But hopefully it just mean well. But just the zone by itself is not the greatest platform because I feel like most of
Okay,
the
what
smoke
about
at
what if we get a
PBC
standing
anyway.
on this? What if we get a standing on this Keith Thurman fight, like for the WBA title, whatever standing on has
I
got,
like that.
and th-
I
and
like
then
that.
and then we might get a Boots Thurman unification.
Then we lit. Then we lit. But until
So that's
then,
what I'm saying. We can't read the future, so we can't just say, "Oh, 147 is dead," especially if Ryan Garcia move up to 147.
Ryan ain't fighting no Boots.
I know. Did y'all see his
That
daddy? Did y'all see his daddy when Eddie Hearn brought up Boots?
humble pie served on the warmest dish. You hear me? Humble pie. That boy said Boots. He's I ain't say all that. I was just talking about from last week
Hey,
we was talking. You hear me?
and you know what's funny? Bill basically had the same reaction when they asked him about Boots. Oh no, 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 we ain't
And
looking into that fight.
Haney did too. When they asked
Yeah,
Haney his next fight, he like Barrios and some, and they like, what about Boots? He's like, he there too. I was like, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
all right, nigga.
The answer
Yeah,
changed drastically. But I got Boots being that guy of the future. But I just know how hard it is without a dance partner. And everybody who's been successful has had a dance partner.
that
You feel
nigga a
me?
hater, bro.
Who?
And Haney,
Haney a
I'm
hater?
sorry, bro. Yeah, he a hater, bro. When they were asking him about him on $1 million worth of game about Boots, he was sounding like a hater. I'm gonna be honest.
Look,
He was
man,
not hating. He
I
was not.
tell Art this,
He was
bro.
not hating. He was being honest. He said he
Nah,
had
he
a
was
good
hating, bro.
fight,
He's
but he
always
had
talking
the
about a
fact that
nigga resume like
all
his
his
resume
friends
ain't
couldn't
all
fight
that
at
good either,
147.
bro.
I mean, he got a few names though, so you
Look,
can't.
no, no,
Haney
look,
can have
but
that over
but
Boots.
all he said was what's his name? Boots is good, but he never fought nobody on the elite level yet. And all the Boots fans try to run with it and say, "Oh, that
Oh,
nigga
that's
hating. He's
factuals though.
hating."
That's
That's
factuals.
Okay,
facts.
outside of Lomachenko, who the fuck has Devin Haney fought on an elite
Better
level?
opponents than motherfucking Boots
I'm
ever.
with you on that, Dirt.
Is there
I ain't no
anybody on
Haney
on
fan.
Dev's
I ain't a
resume?
Haney fan,
It's
so
better. It's better opponents than Boots, bro. At this
And we
moment,
all know
yes.
it
why.
is.
And we all know why.
But you just gotta face the fact, and that's
Linares,
not hating.
Linares is better than anybody Boots has faced.
Lenars was 35 years old.
I don't give a fuck when he
Still, it
fought
don't
him.
matter. It's still better fighters than
And
everybody he
and
fought.
Lennar has been knocked out by everybody he lost to except for one
I
nigga,
don't
Devin
care
Haney.
about none of
None of
that.
that. It's
Point
still
being
better. It's still
made was
better.
ain't nobody he
Cambosos
fought. What's my nigga's
Cambosos
name?
was a one hit
Claxton. What was
wonder.
my nigga? Claxton he fought? Who was the nigga at the number one? Claxton, Clayton, something. He's fought. I call that nigga
Oh,
Thaddeus
that
Claxton.
Canadian dude,
No,
Clayton
the
Bixby.
brother. Yeah, the brother
Yeah,
he fought. Yeah.
he from Canada.
Get him
Yeah,
out of
I'm gonna
here,
be real with you.
man.
I think
Lippity
Roman
X.
Villa would be a hard fight for Devin Haney.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
I think Dev will win. I think Dev will beat Roman Villa, but it would not be an easy fight because the
right now,
motherfucker does
right
not
now,
stop coming and he got power in both hands.
right now, you're only as good as your last fight. So it's gonna be
Yikes.
hard for Devin to win a lot of these fantasy fights moving forward
Yikes.
until
Oh, it's not.
until
No, I would have felt that way before the Ryan Garcia fight because
because right
pure
now,
boxers.
if you ask anybody popping that welterweight, can they beat Spence? Niggas will say they'll favor that guy over Spence. They favoring Ryan
Nah,
Garcia.
not
It's
Niggas,
not
everybody.
people. It's not everybody, but
nigga, they're favoring people
are
Ryan
good.
Garcia
Are
over.
good for making one person voice like a million people. But it's probably a couple
Nah,
people saying that shit. But the
nah.
consensus is
Bro,
Hey,
they
hey,
saying
Art,
hold on. They saying Ryan Garcia can fuck with motherfucking Spence right now. Probably stop him. I know you heard that,
beats.
but I know you heard
I've
that.
heard it. I've seen it. I don't even. I can't reply to everything, bro, because
Hey,
some shit
Art,
is beneath me.
Art. You probably think I'm hating. You probably think I'm hating, but to be honest with you, bro, the reason I said it'll be a hard fight is because pure boxers like Devin and even that one nigga y'all be hating on, Richardson Hitchens, they struggle with
I
pressure
don't think he's
fighters,
hating.
bro. They struggle. They struggle with pressure fighters. That's why Floyd Mayweather low key struggle with Maidana. You put in a motherfucker that don't give a fuck and just coming forward and he don't care about what's coming back. That's
He
hard to
got some
deal
weight
with.
on him.
Yeah, and
I
I
think
got
it's
some.
that unorthodox style too. It wasn't just the aggression; it was the unorthodox style too. Because if he was the nigga coming with straight punches with that type of aggression, Floyd would pick it off
Yeah,
easier. But when Donna coming with them old overhands, you know what I mean, and wide ass body punches, like that's a lot to. And then Floyd
that's a
don't
lot to
watch.
deal with.
And then Floyd don't watch tape neither. I ain't trying to take you off your point. I'm just saying, like in that fight in particular, like I don't think he has a problem with pressure fighters, but I just think that's a style you have to get used to.
Yeah, bro. So that's what I'm saying.
What you say? Floyd's
A
toughest
pressure
fight?
fighter will give Devin Haney because Devin's never fought a pressure fighter for a reason. They know how to matchmake him over there. The
Well,
only pressure
you
fighter,
don't consider Prograis? Prograis wasn't he ain't an overly
nah,
aggressive
he ain't no
fighter,
pressure
but he
fighter.
applied pressure.
He definitely
Yeah, but he
did.
ain't no pressure fighter.
Well, he
Does
ain't
he
no
come forward throw
boxer.
a million punches?
He ain't boxing you. He going
He
there to
ain't
get you knocked
boxing
out.
and he ain't fighting on the back foot neither. So I can't.
No, no.
Don't
Like,
hold on.
let me give you an example.
Hold on. Don't majority of Progress fight is all knockout wins,
Prograis be stepping the motherfuckers. Fuck what you talking
bro.
about. He be
They hate on Progress because Devin beat
Hey,
him.
hey.
no, he just
See,
but
just
no,
because you knock
but the word
motherfuckers out, don't mean you're a pressure fighter.
right. I just finna I know, but I'm saying he throw a lot of punches though. He does throw a lot of
Now,
punches.
let me give you an example of a pressure fighter. William Zapata, the Mexican dude that won.
Okay, of course, yeah, I feel that. You right about that.
Navarrete,
Mm,
hell, Roman Villa.
What would you call Regis? A brawler?
Yeah, yeah. He's like a boxer puncher, close to a boxer puncher type man. Something like that, bro. That's what he is. And low key, bro, the man was getting outboxed by Zorilla. Like we expected
But
Dev to do that
I don't
shit.
know Zorilla though, really, to even say that he's
Exactly.
trash or
We
anything.
don't know who the fuck that is.
but you can't just say it like because he a bum because we don't know the name. No, that nigga might be
Right.
hard for real.
I
I'm
mean,
saying we don't.
that's what we doing with Boots opponents. Why not?
Nah, because we going off what we see.
Yeah, like
Okay,
We've
and
never heard of these
I
guys.
saw that Roman
I've heard
Villa.
of Lipinets. I've heard of Villa.
Hold on. Villa's biggest win is against over Sheedy Ellis, and a lot of people feel like he didn't even win that fight for real. If
He
we
Nah,
really
he
won,
gonna
but
won
be
that fight.
he won it.
He
But
won
yeah,
that fight the same reason
Rashidi,
that Ryan beat Dev. He hurt Rashidi like 4 or 5 times.
some people, hey, I ain't gonna lie, some Dev fans were screaming draw. I'm like, I can't co-sign that.
no.
But
Honestly,
it was
if you
close. It was
score the
close.
fight, you could have had it a draw. But in my heart, I'm like, there's no way you give a nigga a draw and he got three
After
knockdowns
three
against this
knockdowns.
man, and
And
really a
that's
fourth
what
one.
Villa did to Rashidi Ellis.
Right.
That's why he won the fight,
See,
bro.
my nigga brought it back to his point. Also, but that's what he did
Yeah,
to him.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel
yeah.
that. I
Hey,
dig that.
hey, and let me tell you something about boxing that people like to ignore. When you see a motherfucker with 26 fights and 24 knockouts, I don't give a damn who they fought. Because if y'all boxed before, y'all know it's not easy to knock out a grown man. Because
Facts.
some of these niggas
Nah,
that are so-called
that's why I
prospects
give
or
Wilder a lot of credit.
yeah,
But also, a
so
lot of these niggas
Unless
be
they look like they
janitors, bro. That's why you don't even see these YouTube footages of some of these fights,
okay,
man. Because some of
but
these niggas be like 4 and
all the
14.
but all these niggas were fighting janitors in the beginning. They weren't knocking them out.
That's real.
bro.
That's real.
Yeah,
Did you see them?
Everybody
Do you
got
see
janitors in the beginning. I will say
and
several of
even
them.
if you watch that fight with Boots and Villa, he did buzz Boots in the 5th round. So Villa power is for real. He buzzed him. Go back and
Mm.
watch that 5th round. He buzzed him with an uppercut in the corner, and Boots had to
People feel like
recover.
Lipin yet buzz